100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles, unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear!
Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey.
Hear, hear!
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
WKGN 1340. Go Balls!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock, 3:02 on a beautiful Thursday here in East Tennessee. Big show today as we are breaking out the big guns. Radio superstars Christopher Gabriel and Tony Basilio set to join the show today.
And well, I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a given, though. Like, you're here.
You're on the team.
Bear's here. Walker's here. What, you need a special introduction every day?
Yeah, we're all superstars, Russ.
If Bob's the new guy, he is. What does that make Walker?
Yeah, Walker's still new guy.
So Bob's the new guy?
No, Bob's just Bobby B.
Thank you, Bear.
Getting ready for Saturday's massive showdown between the Vols and Georgia. You know, guys, today is, of course, 9/11, and that brings back a lot of bad memories for those of us that still remember, and, of course, still a lot of problems in our world. Yesterday was a bad day. Absolutely appalling. And it was hard to pay attention to that while we were trying to do the show. Tried not to, but as you were saying, Bob, like you have to be on social media to do this stuff. And it's rough out there on those internet streets right now.
Yes, it is.
So I say, let's try to do what we can here in our small little corner of the media universe to lower the temperature and to celebrate the freedoms that have been fought for in the post 9/11 world and the right to life that was so disgustingly violated yesterday in public, as we have much to be grateful for here. So let's all get along and prepare for it here, fan run style. Prepare for a beautiful weekend. Prepare for a great day tomorrow down at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. And, of course, Saturday, which is shaping up to be, just one of those days that makes you get on your knees and thank the good Lord above that you were plunked down here in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in beautiful East Tennessee. Guys, get your honeydew list taken care of, fellas. A great weekend of football beckons.
The whole slate looks better this weekend. We've got some much better games than obviously the NFL, but nothing. I was driving in. I'd looked at the weather. It's going to be a bucolic scene over there on Saturday, and hopefully we kick their teeth in on the football field.
I'm down for total chaos, not just our game, but like LSU, Florida. I think
all hell breaks loose. Florida go down there and make it great. Let's get nuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That would be great because I think everybody's assuming, myself included, that LSU is just going to lay them out. Florida's got some players. Billy might have some pride.
about South Florida? Speaking of Florida, how about the Bulls?
Yeah,
Comrade
maybe.
Golish and the boys going down to, I still want to call it the OB, even though it ain't the OB, but Hard Rock, Joe Robbie, whatever they're calling it nowadays, and Miami, a chance for Comrade to really get things rolling.
Yeah, I am all about it. A&M's got a game too against somebody. Bear,
Yeah.
do you remember seeing what they were? Who?
Oh, A&M's playing Notre Dame, dude.
That's right. That's right. There you go. That's another one.
But I think Miami, they lost a lot of their soul when they left the Orange Bowl. I mean, I don't know. Got me
Yeah.
crazy, but it killed a lot of their mystique.
I got a friend who is a huge, actually, he's a convenient Hurricanes fan. He get this. His two favorite college football teams are Miami and Georgia. So
He's a big Carson Beck guy, huh?
well,
Psychopath?
no, but the point is, it's awfully nice when you got two favorite teams like that. You can kind of just bounce back and forth. If one wins, you're great. You know,
Yeah.
if they lose, it's like, well, actually, I'm all about Miami or I'm all about Georgia. But he's been to that stadium, is my point, Hard Rock Stadium. I guess that's a beautiful stadium, though, once you get in. I've driven by it. It's in the middle of nowhere, though, out there.
They've had a couple of renovations over there. Like they have that almost British soccer style roof
Right.
on it now, which has got to be nice with all the rainstorms that happen down there. But it's a problem for Miami, and they've done a ton of studies. There were even artist renderings released a year or two ago about like a new on-campus stadium that looks immaculate, but never got off the ground. And I like they don't have football money. You know, Miami just sort of they lucked up hiring Jimmy Johnson at the right time after Schnellenberger got it going down there and won a couple championships, but they've never had the donor base and just the huge coffers that the SEC schools have. So, like, I mean, to finance a stadium like that nowadays, I mean, you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, if not $1 billion. And
Yeah.
they just don't have it, and they don't have the space. But yeah, I mean, they have, like, it's a detriment to that program because you've got a bus. It's 20 miles away, and so they have like students. They'll bus the students to the games and stuff. But
It's the same thing with UCLA.
you don't want to do that if you're a student. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to like ride a bus to the game. You want to tailgate. You want to walk from your dorm, your frat house, and hang out all day, and then stumble drunkenly home, like after 10 hours.
If you're going to either the Rose Bowl or Hard Rock, I mean, you're making a commitment to just getting to and from it is incredibly hard, especially like Russ said, if you're highly inebriated. I'm still trying to figure out how somebody likes Miami and Georgia. It's weird.
It's a weird pairing, right?
And Miami's a big favorite in that one, aren't they? I think it was like 15 or 16
It's
points.
15, I think, 15 and
Dude,
a
if he
half.
pulls this one off, what does that do to it? I mean, not that his stock's not sky high right now, but imagine the rocket ship he's getting ready
No,
to
I mean,
get on.
I think at that point he becomes Tom Herman a couple of years ago, Will Muschamp a couple of years ago, Scott Frost a couple of years ago. It's like the guy, the next big thing in coaching. And I guess those three examples are probably there's some lessons to be learned there, like Comrade Golish. Be very careful as you select your next job, because all three of those guys were in the shoes that you walk in right now and have since been seriously humbled.
There's part of me that thinks, I mean, I read a story about him. I forget where I saw it now, just this morning, but what he's done with that program is pretty amazing. They had a cumulative 2.2 GPA for that team when he took over, and now they're like 3.2. And they also have one of the very sneaky, most underrated, high-level NIL
Really?
support.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, why not wait and see if you get sucked up by the ACC or some other major power conference and keep that job, man. Keep building what you got.
So you talk about like the GPA coming up. What's going on there? Is he just cracking the whip, telling those guys to get in their books? Are they recruiting a higher caliber of student, or are they doing something behind the scenes? Have they got that faculty in shape? It's like, hey, you've been giving these dudes C's and D's. How about you throw them a B every now and then?
It might be a combination of all of it.
Well,
but him policing them, saying, man, you're not going to play here if you don't like go to your classes. And some of this stuff, man, if you go to the classes, that's going to help your grades.
It's half the battle right there is just showing up.
Yeah.
Well, that, and you can better guidance on what classes you need to take and to stay,
right.
There's some schedules that'll help you keep eligible a lot easier. Walking, bowling, phys ed type stuff.
Sounds like we need to get Bear in charge of the player. He could be the player academic liaison.
Hey, not for nothing. And Walker, I'll ask you this because you went to this school. My daughter, she's a senior and she's taking like cinematic studies this semester. And I was
a cinema studies minor.
I didn't.
Are you not aware of this?
I mean, this is high school. I'm not talking about college. It's like I never had an elective like that in high school.
Mm-hmm. We had one at Webb.
That's where she's at, and that's what she's doing. And
I'm
like, man,
Mr. McRae.
Yeah,
they just watch. Is it like history of cinema? They watch movies.
Yeah,
something
you watch the Cabinet of Caligari, maybe some Chaplin films.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but they do. They pick some films and they identify them. I'm like, man, where was that? I was, I had to take like I wanted to like a layup class. I had to take like senior business math was what it was called, which was
sounds like fun.
It was terrible.
Sounds kind of dull.
Yeah, we just provide the highest quality of education at Webb School in Knoxville, so it's just you expect nothing but the best.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's true, what are you doing here working with us?
I'm doing fine.
You keep telling yourself that.
They trained me well.
Speaking of our alma maters, we are in full not in the face mode over at 3300 Sutherland Avenue tonight as the Alcoa Tornadoes roll into town.
No.
You got to try to avoid.
No, Russ.
I'm telling you, it was a good run. It was a good run, fellas. We had a good run. I think
what's going to be running the clock the second half tonight.
That might be true.
I don't know. Y'all still got some playmakers. You can maybe hang in there with them. What's the win tonight against this Alcoa team? Keeping it close.
Not the Mercy
okay. Enough with you guys talk about Mike Griffith condescending yesterday. Enough of this. We're still the mighty Rebels. We've still won 3 state championships the last decade or so. Okay, a win is a win. A win is we have more points than them on the scoreboard. There's no there's no like, oh, we just keep it close. We keep the spread. No, that's not how we roll. That might be how you guys do things in the Butch Bowl over there off Mabry Hood. This is not how we do things on the mean streets of Sutherland Avenue.
So in other words, brace for a loss tonight.
Oh man, it's gonna be bad.
I would just hope that it's not a mercy rule at the start of halftime.
NC State is at Wake Forest tonight. You got an ACC matchup there if you are so inclined. And Bears Commies head to Lambeau Field to take on the Packers.
That's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. First Amazon game this year. Hope everyone's got Prime, or else you're not going to be able to watch it.
I'm telling you, man, I prefer the Amazon. That's my favorite game of the week.
I like
the production on it.
I love Al Michaels, but he's really old, and he struggled. He doesn't have quite.
He's old. He doesn't care anymore, and Herb Street just doesn't fit.
It doesn't. Him and Herb Street don't work together.
No, they need to go hire Greg Olson.
I'm strictly talking about and I'm a huge Olson fan.
Greg Olson's
duly
awesome.
Noted on this show. Yeah, I think he's the best.
Oh yeah, I agree.
He's the best at Fox for sure. I think he's better than Brady is over there. He should be doing the Super Bowls.
The Amazon, the quality of the video you get will be better than anything you get from any of the other services.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the talking heads. I'm just talking about the graphics and the sharpness of the picture.
I love their theme music too. It's
not bad.
Their pregame and halftime, their crew is a pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's a weird bunch.
Yeah.
But it's entertaining. They have Fitzmagic on the pre and post game show, and he's like their version of Charles Barkley, like kind of the main figurehead of their pre and post game.
They've got Sherman, right?
They got Sherman, who's pretty good. They have Gonzalez.
I don't watch any of that stuff.
And then who? Wentworth or Whitworth.
Oh yeah, Andrew Whitworth,
the big lineman.
I just don't.
You don't watch pregame?
No, man. I used to growing up, like on CBS and Fox before the games. I used to enjoy those shows. Now I just watch the game.
They also let you watch. I think it was Amazon. You can basically when it starts is when it's like it just have a camera feed of the field.
Yeah, Amazon will offer a whole. I don't know if They have
they
just
did
the
it for-
field one.
Oh,
They
ESPN
offer
has that too.
StatCast
Yeah, the
ones.
Skycast or whatever, where you can just
That's
watch on
ESPN,
the.
yeah.
That's fun, folks. A couple quick notes here before we get to CG. Of course, tomorrow we'll be live at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by our friends at Garage Beer. $2.50 pints. We've got the Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory T-shirts for giveaway. Come see us tomorrow at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, courtesy of Garage Beer, Kingston Pike, and Lions View. And we've also got the Crown Cleaners Crown Pick of the Week contest live on Facebook. Give us your score prediction for the Vols and Bulldogs. Closest score prediction wins gift cards from Crown Cleaners and the Pizza Kitchen here in West Knoxville. We'll also hook you up with some free Fan Run gear. So go on over to facebook.com/The Drive with Russell Smith and give us your score prediction for Tennessee and Georgia. Was thinking long and hard about my score prediction. And I think I'm zeroing in.
You don't got to give it today.
10-9.
No, it's at the end of Rogers Keys. That's what I'm wondering if he's working.
What's
on.
that?
10-9.
I don't think I'm going to go very high. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
But I was certainly have been leaning Georgia's way. If there's a reason they were opened as a 6.5-point favorite and are still favored, right? Even though that line is
So
moved to
neutral field would
Tennessee's
be a 10, right? Is that how that works?
factor. I don't know. No, it would be more like 6, but it would be. I listened to a lot of the content here at Fan Run. John and Cody in the morning, Cilio, the Chase. Like they're kind of talking me into it,
They
you
got
know.
y'all
So
woolly, Russ?
I don't know. I don't know. My heart says yes, but my brain says no, don't do it. We'll talk to Christopher Gabriel. He's all heart coming up. He's got some brains too, but a lot of heart from CG. That's coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
It's Tennessee and Georgia, Saturday afternoon in Neyland Stadium, and this week's Fan Run Football Friday live show is at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. Join us for a live broadcast of The Drive, Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market on Kingston Pike in Lions View. We'll have $2.50 pints of Garage Beer and Garage Beer Lime, as well as a QR code that you can scan to get a 12-pack of Garage Beer to go for just $12. Plus, we'll be giving away a Garage Beer prize pack, including a sweet retro tailgate chair, pint glass, hats, t-shirts, koozies, stickers, and more. And we'll have your Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory t-shirts to give away as well. It's The Drive, this Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Radio.com and your free Fan Run app. We are on YouTube. Shout out to everybody listening there alongside Bob Baskerville, Bear, Walker. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning into the show this afternoon, and thanks to Christopher Gabriel for jumping in with us. CG, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Gentlemen, boy, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start having to tag you guys. I mean, there's so many people to tag, I'm losing count. You know, I'm reading this here. Let me see if I got this right. Let's get a grounded, measured, unemotional perspective on Saturday's game from one of our favorites. I appreciate the favorite part. Have you ever had a guest, and I'm not that guest, where you give them the big build-up, and it's oftentimes it's a writer, with all due respect to writers. It's a writer from a paper that doesn't go on radio much, and you give him the big build-up, and you say, I want to welcome John Smith. John, welcome to the program. Hey, Russ. How are you? and you get that. Now, if I ever did that, I would guess that you would think I was ill or there was just something wrong with me.
No, I'm looking for the Christopher Gabriel NPR audition tape. I know that's out there somewhere. I'm really wanting to hear that.
CG. Hi, Russ. It's a pleasure to meet with you and Mr. Baskerville and Mr. Bear and the young man Walker. It's a great pleasure to be on your program in East Tennessee. Thank you.
CG, I was just being glib when I wrote that little tease.
You know, let me just mention I had a chance a couple of years ago to finally meet Bob Baskerville in person. I'm 6'2", and suddenly I see this hulking man coming at me. I thought it was like, you know, a linebacker or a lineman on the Vols, and he introduced himself, and it was a bit of Russ. I think you know what I'm talking about. It was a frightening moment. He was a sizable presence with hands. I mean, I have big hands. I can palm a basketball. He made my hand seem like, you know, like a little duck web or something.
He's a great, bulging, beastly man.
He really is. He's a size man. How you guys doing? Everything good? Anything going on?
I don't know, man. It's kind of a dull week here in Knoxville, trying to figure out what we're going to do this weekend. Just not a lot going on, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, by the way, I do have our dinner reservation set up for the Oklahoma game. We're all set to go. I can't wait. I'm counting days to come to beautiful East Tennessee. And good afternoon to the great audience of The Drive on Fox Sports Knoxville.
Christopher Gabriel, KMJ Fresno, our guest this afternoon. All right, CG, it's Tennessee and Georgia. Josh Heupel has climbed most of the mountains that his predecessors couldn't climb. He's beaten Florida a couple times. He's beaten Alabama a couple of times. He's gone to the college football playoff. He's won 10 games twice. He's won an Orange Bowl. He's beaten Clemson. He's done all these things. The big hurdle is Georgia. He has not beaten Georgia, and quite frankly, last year was a little bit closer than maybe the score would indicate, but he's gotten waxed a couple of times, including twice at home. This year is different. Why?
Well, it's an interesting premise and question, because I think we could all agree that Georgia has become the new Florida. in a sense. I mean, we've beaten Florida 2 of the last 3 years. We've beaten Alabama the same. Georgia, we haven't beaten. I made a joke a week ago that we hadn't beaten Georgia since the Eisenhower administration, and it was a joke. Sarcasm does not fly well on X. Someone wrote me and said, you must not really be a Vols fan because we did really well with them in the 90s. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Aaron Hayden said to me on my program, and he said it on his podcast, that for the Vols, when they go on the road, they have to learn how to take Neyland on the road with them. And when the Vols play Georgia at home, the Vols need to I forget about when they play in Athens, Georgia. That's a different animal. We can talk about that next year. When the Vols play Georgia at home, they have to remember that they are in Neyland Stadium, that they are in front of 101-915, hungry, frothing at the mouth, seething animals. And I say that lovingly because I'm one of them, ready to do everything they can to give their all for this football team on Saturday. And for some reason, and you're right, yeah, last year we did a little better. I pulled the stats from last year, and it was better. I mean, 146 on the ground to 106, but we couldn't pass the ball. Did fine on third down. Too many penalties again, as it usually is with Georgia. But I think it seems like, last year after that, 2 years ago after the big touchdown, the 75-yarder, the place was going nuts, decibels at 137, and then the Vols put it in the fridge. The Vols were done. The game was over. I think the Vols need to remember that they are playing at home, that they don't have to worry about snap counts. They don't have to worry about silent counts. They don't have to worry about anything, and they have to do what they do. They have to play their game. I feel like sometimes against Georgia, Josh Heupel plays not to lose. And I love Josh, but I feel like sometimes he's kind of hoping to get the game to the fourth quarter, and let's see if we can hang in and later for that. Some would argue that, but that's what I've seen. If we're going to win this game or if we're going to lose this game, I want to see us play with you-know-what to the wall. I want to see guys like Staley and Brazel and Matthews. I want to see those guys, doing everything they can to pull away from the press man coverage that has really hampered this team seemingly every year since Josh Heupel has been here. I want to see deep balls. I want to see people spitting glass and breathing fire. I always feel like when we play them, we are almost elevating them just a little bit, fellas. We're elevating them on a pedestal that they're already on. We don't need to push them anymore up the building. And I just think that we need to play, even though we haven't beaten them in 8 years, I think we need to play with an expectation to win, not a hope to win, an expectation to win. We have the pieces to do it. I understand how good Georgia is. I fully understand that. They've not given up a sack on offense yet. The 2 games, against Marshall and Austin Peay, they haven't been able to run against them. Their defensive line is terrific. Their quarterbacks are always strong. But we spend so much time, we collectively, media, fans, we spend so much time talking about how wonderful Georgia is, and that's all well and good. Why don't we talk about what we've got? Why don't we talk about the three-headed monster in the background, in the backfield? Why don't we talk about how great Joey Aguilar has been? Yes, it's been overmatched competition, but Syracuse isn't a bad team. Syracuse is not Austin Peay or Marshall. They're better than them, and we gave up too many points, but we still kicked their butts. Why don't we talk about our receiving core? Why don't we talk about our cornerbacks that have played pretty well so far? I want to see us worry about us, do what we do, and go on that field Saturday, fellas, with an expectation to win. So why will it be different? If the Vols are going to win, I think they're going to come out with a very different attitude. I think they understand that the talent gap is as close as it's been in a number of years. I don't think we really got that banged up last week. We're coming in pretty healthy, relatively speaking. So I think there's a good chance that it's going to be different on Saturday.
CG, it's fun to just be able to sit here and chop it up with you. Been a while. We've we've talked on and off. It's good talking to you again, but I'm going to take a different position. Say we lose this game. And what I'm getting at, you just talked about how evenly matched teams are getting with talent more and more. My point is, first of all, I don't think anybody gets through the SEC undefeated this season. Second, I want to pose this question to you. Do we even think, is it possible 2 losses could be the SEC champion for the regular season?
Oh, I think so. I think so. You see the schedules. You take a look at the schedules, and I know you guys have, that everybody has a gauntlet. Some have slightly easier, some have slightly more difficult. There's a lot of talent in this league. That's not breaking any news. And I think that it is entirely possible that a 2-loss team can win the SEC, or get to the SEC championship game at a minimum. And I think that if you look at the Vols schedule, and if you look at, they go on, we go on the road to Gainesville. Last I checked, I think we are already losing in Gainesville. I think we're down 2 touchdowns. We go to Alabama. But if the Vols were able to win this game this weekend, imagine the talk. I imagine the talk, Bob, shifts from, can a 2-loss team win the SEC or get to the SEC championship game? And the talk starts, even if it sounds a little crazy, can the Vols run the table in the SEC? If they get by Georgia, why can't they go to Alabama and win against an Alabama team under my buddy Kalen DeBoer that isn't the Alabama that we've known? With all due respect to Kalen, goes down to Florida against a Billy Napier team that is in disarray. And we all know when they play us, they're going to suddenly look like national champions. But they are not the team that we are this year. They just aren't. So, yeah, a 2-loss team can, but why not rewrite the script, Bob? Why not go in and why not come out of this game with the weekend and then let everybody say, you know what? Suddenly the SEC runs through Knoxville, because that is what they'll be saying if we beat Georgia Saturday on Shield Watkins Field.
Yeah, that's what I am with you. I've gone back and forth on this. My point was, if we come out on the wrong end, we play a close one and lose on Saturday, all is not lost. However, what you said, if we win, then the whole narrative changes. I'm totally on board with that as well.
Let me add one thing to that, Bob. There's been a lot of talk, and I'm sure that you guys have talked about this, about playing Georgia this early in the year. It's interesting because I'm a little bit of the opposite. I got so tired of playing Florida so early in the year, and Georgia sometime in October, 5 or 6 or 7 games in. I like getting Georgia early. I like getting Gunner, who, obviously he's not going to get recruited to Georgia and not be a talented kid, but he's not started a game in the environment that he's going to face Saturday. That's not to say that he won't do well, but saying that he can come in there and compete is one thing. Let's see if he can. I just think that there's a lot of things in our favor this weekend. We need to take advantage of them. And why not change the narrative? Why not turn this into a Tennessee narrative? And I realize I tend to be more of a glass half full guy, but I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and go on and on and on about how wonderful Georgia is. They hear enough of that from everybody else. They're not going to hear it from me.
No, I agree with both of you guys. Like it's just different this year with the game being early in the year as opposed to later. And I'll say, like, if we win, like, great, but you have a gauntlet you got 9 games left and everything. And all I say is this, that it's been flipped around where the Florida game is at the end of the year now. If we get into a situation, and I would love to be there, where we're 9-0 or whatever it would be heading into Florida, I will be so nervous about that game, regardless of what happens with Florida, regardless of who their coach is, their quarterback is, whatever happens there. I'm already not looking forward to that. I'm not looking for that game to begin with. Never am. But man, that would make it. It's going to be a long season win or lose, the season is over. Nothing is won. We're not hanging a banner. We're not hanging our heads in shame and punting on the rest of the season. But, man, it's very different this year just because of where the game falls on the schedule.
Russ, right now, there is somebody buried deep on the Florida bench that no one has ever heard of. That you know where I'm going with this. That
well, you know who their backup quarterback is, don't you?
Yes, yes, it's Harrison Bailey. I mean, you know whether him or somebody that nobody has heard of is going to show up that night and be a household name by Sunday morning. That's what I always worry about playing down there. I don't know what happens, and that goes back to Aaron and also Jay Graham saying, got to pack up Neil and bring it on the road. But this weekend, we got to be a team that remembers you're playing in the most feared, with all due respect to our friends in Baton Rouge and other places, you're playing in the most feared stadium in college football, Neyland Stadium.
The SEC scriptwriters have been frothing at the mouth ever since Harrison Bailey announced his intent to transfer to Florida. I mean, this one has been in the works for a while. CG, great stuff, my friend. Tennessee has to, if Tennessee is going to get the win Saturday, what has to happen early in that football game to get off on the right foot? And keeping in mind that I think we've scored first pretty much every time we've played them. Here's a little nugget that blew me away when I heard it today. Josh Heupel's first matchup against Georgia, 2021. We're wearing the black uniforms with the white helmet, remember?
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah. We take the ball, go down the field. He has a great, I believe it was a 3rd and goal call scripted where he gets Velus Jones coming out of the slot in motion, hits him on a little swing pass out of the backfield for a touchdown. That is the last touchdown pass Tennessee has thrown against Georgia.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
Haven't thrown one since.
4 years?
That's it. One touchdown in 4 games. One touchdown pass for Tennessee in 4 games against Georgia.
Well, I'm going to get to your question. I have 3 keys to this game, and I think again, this is not breaking news, but I think number 1, absolutely have to win the line of scrimmage. It just has to happen on both sides of the ball. Number 2, no turnovers. Number 3, it's easy to say. I initially said the running game, but I'm going to say the passing game. I'm going to say the passing game is big. And what has to happen early? I honestly think that for us to do well, we need a big play early. Something that shakes the stadium to its core, something that absolutely jacks up every guy in orange and white on the sideline, and something that makes the guys in white and red and gray just feel the ground underneath their feet rumbling. I think one of the overused phrases in sports is got to get a lead early. Got to get a lead early. And we had that lead 2 years ago in Neyland on Jalen Wright's 75-yard run, and that didn't matter. But that was a very different Georgia team than this one, and that was a very different Vols team than this one. So I think we need a monster play early. And Russ, we need to get the gunner. I know I said that essentially winning the line of scrimmage, but I think we need to, I'm hoping that Tim Banks is dialing up some blitzes. And I mean, not so, we got to be blitzing every play. Well, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. We have got to get to him and let him know early. Maybe if they get the ball first, the first couple of minutes, like, dude, this happened in the first minute and a half. You've got 58 and a half more minutes of hell coming your way. So I think big offensive play early and get a sack early. By the way, if I could throw one more thing in, I noticed that I see that Basilio is now with you guys.
Yes.
Very nice. This accomplishes one big thing. As you know, I am usually the traditional appetizer for Tony Vitello. So it's appropriate. I like what you did there, that no Tony Vitello, but you have Tony B instead of Tony V.
Well, we like to let you set the table for the Italians.
That's what we do. I mean, I'm Greek, so we can keep it Mediterranean on Fan Run.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the goal. CG, we love you, brother. Enjoy the weekend, and let's hope we're drinking from the keg of glory Saturday night.
Right on. Good to see you guys. Bob, welcome to their show. Glad to have you aboard. Love you all.
Thank you, man.
Christopher Gabriel, KMJ Fresno, making his presence felt this afternoon. There's a little dose of excitedness for you if you weren't feeling it yet. You are now. We got to take a quick timeout. We'll open up the phone lines, 865-966-3435, your phone number if you want to get on the show this afternoon. Call or text to the drive at 865-966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220. Or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Are you ready to make your dream home a reality? Hi, I'm Bo Kregner, and here at the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, we know that finding the perfect home is more than just a transaction. It's about finding your sanctuary, your future, your happiness. Our team is dedicated to guiding you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and stress-free journey towards home ownership. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, we're here to help. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or just visit us online at bonoknowshouses.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia, courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys, every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Good afternoon. It's been slow go north of Knoxville on 7.
Russell, Bob Bear hanging out with you. Walker Smith in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Tomorrow we'll be at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, courtesy of Garage Beer. Looking to make an afternoon of it. Fans are also invited to join Dick's House of Sport in Knoxville tomorrow for a special appearance by Tennessee football icon Joey Kent, celebrating the launch of Logo Brands, that legendary play collection. JK will be in store tomorrow from 6 till 7:30, so you can come by, hang out with the Drive, and then go get an autograph and a picture with Joey Kent. That's at Dick's House of Sport in Westtown Mall. First 150 fans in line will receive a wristband for the event, 1 photo per customer, and autographs are available with purchase of that legendary play product. So go out there and support a Vol legend at Dick's House of Sport tomorrow. Bob, you were saying something, new schedule format next year, the 9-game conference schedule. Certainly don't expect Georgia to be one of our 3 permanent opponents. This is the last time, most likely, that we will play them. We might play them next year, but it won't be. They'll be a rotational team if that happens. We've been playing them every year since 1990, I want to say.
Yeah, we played them I know we played them in the early 80s as well.
Yeah.
I think it just stopped for a few years, Bob?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, remember the Herschel Walker
yeah
game here in Knoxville, right?
Yeah, and it was an early September game like this one is.
I mean, yeah, so you're right, though. But it is safe to say it's the last time they're likely going to be an annual foe.
The first Georgia game I remember was not a good one.
What was your first one?
1988.
Ooh.
Season opener. After we had a good 87 season, and it was the season opener, I remember we were at, I want to say we were at some sort of kickoff party, like a horse race event or something. Was that
the Donnan era for Georgia?
No, it was the end of the Vince Dooley era.
Okay.
That was the first game of the slump that year.
We went down there, and everybody's like, oh, Vols are going to be awesome this year. And they just took it to us between the hedges and ended up starting the season 0-6, if you youngins can imagine such a thing.
Oh, it was a terrible, It
Won the last 5, though.
And, we did. Built up a lot of momentum that carried us on in for the next 15 years.
Well, let's get to it. Trey is up first today on the Drive. Good afternoon, Trey.
Hey, fellas. How are we doing?
Hey, bud.
Good. Hey, I'd tried to call in Tuesday, but I think due to Bears' return, I was put on hold until the show expired. So,
whoa. That had nothing to do with me, my friend.
Just, take your lump and
no,
move
I'm not
on.
taking a
He's
lump
calling
on
you
that
out,
one.
dude.
No,
it's okay.
It wasn't me.
Move along, please, Trey. Sorry.
Okay, I'll move along.
Sorry.
All right. I need some advice. Is Boilermaker Bob there?
I'm here.
2 for 2 so far.
All right. USC Purdue. Do you like USC to cover in that one? I think it's currently 21.5.
Yeah, it could be 31 or 41.5, and I'd say they'd cover. Purdue's a bad team, man. I know, Barry Odom's there, but they're still they got a long way to go to be competitive again.
I could see that one being a cover, boys. I'll be interested to hear what the Sheik and Statnip have to say about that one.
I'll tell you, whoever they played last, I guess that was the big news out in L.A. last Saturday night, was that they absolutely, I think, shredded somebody.
They scored 73 points.
Yeah.
USC is quiet really good.
Yeah, they got some offense, man. So yes, to answer your question, Trey, I would take it.
All right, noted. I've got that in Oregon as kind of 2 of my picks to cover this week, and then Tennessee or Georgia, man. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do a money line bet on Tennessee and one on Vandy at South Carolina. So South Carolina did pants Vandy last year, but I know you guys tried to talk me out of it and hyped them up, but I just don't see that South Carolina is a good team this year from what I saw, especially defensively. So I think if Pavia has a good game, I think that could be another upset in the SEC this weekend. But guys, going into this Georgia game, I mean, I feel I hate myself. I won't be here for this. I thought I'd planned my trip differently. I'll be out of the country for a month. And I hate missing this one, guys, because I feel the same energy as I did with Bama in 2022. I think this is going to be a very similar moment where we get over this hump and then this, everything's laid out before us. I've thought about it a lot this week. I think that when you get the crowd involved, momentum, everything, all the intangibles, I think we've got enough to overcome the talent deficit to beat them this week. And this is, from the eye test at least, I think the worst Georgia team in a couple of years. Now it's saying something. They're still Georgia, but this is the year to do it. I really think so. Guys, I'm going to put some money on this game. I think that we are going to. I think that we're going to come out on top. I hope we don't storm the field. I really don't want to do that against Georgia, but I'm here for a similar scene to Alabama in 2022. So, guys, let's kick some ass. Love you guys.
I like Trey's pick of. I've been watching that one closely. Vandy in South Carolina.
It's an interesting game.
There's something that tells me, man, this could be kind of fraud alert on South Carolina.
It's a fraud alert for both teams.
Yes.
Who's going to get exposed, Walker?
Oh, I think South Carolina. I'm kind of in the same boat.
I'll absolutely low. I don't want to see Vanderbilt succeed in anything at any given time other than graduating world-class doctors. That's about it for me and Vanderbilt. I hope they lose every game.
You realize if that happens, then Wee Man will be drinking from the keg of glory Saturday.
I still hate Vanderbilt more than I hate Wee Man.
Phil is next. Good afternoon, Phil.
Well, I guess I'll have to pick Tennessee then since everybody's picking them now.
Everybody's picking the Vols.
I don't feel very confident about it, but, stranger things will happen. Like I say, 22 would beat Alabama.
Phil, I remember hearing you on, maybe it was this show or Tony's show after Alabama. You were uncharacteristically over the moon, man. You were happy as hell.
Well, I'd be happy too. When Georgia beat us 8 years in a row, it's not damn time to do it.
That's what I'm saying, man. You want that joy, man.
What's been the happiest after a Tennessee game you've been since the national championship, Phil? Bama in 22?
I'd say Bama 22. I was happy we beat Vanderbilt because our sports there, our program's so bad we couldn't even beat Vanderbilt.
Hey, man, I'm with Trey, though. If we win this game, don't storm the field, man. Maybe it's just me being an old head going way back, but in my mind, Georgia is so far beneath us. I know that's people Walker's age probably. What do you mean? They've beaten us 8 years in a row. We beat them 8 years ago. We beat them 9 or 10 years in a row in the 90s. And as far as I'm concerned, this thing is even. I get rushing the field when you've broken a 15-year streak or whatever it was against Alabama a couple of years ago. We should absolutely celebrate. But
Georgia was never worthy in the 90s.
They're still not. They're still not.
They've won 2 national championships in the past 5 years.
I don't damn care. They're Georgia. Their little brother. They were back then. That's where they should be. Tearing down goalposts.
Let the kids have fun.
Thank you, Phil.
Oh, my.
It's a $100,000 fine, Phil.
We don't have to pay it.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Tight
You
fist,
absolutely
Phil.
do have to pay. Where do you think Danny's getting that money from, Walker?
I can't believe you're talking like this, Phil. You're the one who always calls in about him wasting money. Do you want to give
money right there? It's good wasted money.
But just cut a $500,000 check to Kirby Smart and the Georgia football program? Get out of here. That's where it goes.
You don't want to tear the goalpost down. You're an idiot.
I like that.
I think you're a damn idiot if you want to give
you don't want
give Georgia $500,000.
You don't want to tear the goalpost down. You just don't want to win.
What an idiot!
You just don't want to win enough.
That's right. I want a championship before I die. See.
That took a turn.
Oh, Philly. Oh, Phil.
Tensions are high.
Hey, how about this? It's meant to be. USA Today, Paul Meyerberg, whoever he is, did his quarterback rankings in college football after week 2. Okay, Carson Beck's number 1. I don't know about that, but guess who's in the top 10 at number 8?
I'm going to guess our boy Joey Swagular.
Absolutely.
It'll be a lot higher if he manages to lead the Vols to victory on Saturday.
He's ahead of Luke Altmaier. He's ahead of Julian Just Saying.
Okay.
Our guy's there.
I mean, he's earned it so far, but
I know
the level of difficulty goes up a few notches on Saturday.
I don't see Gunnar Stockton in that top 10.
Stay with us. Hour number 2 of the drive. We'll start with the top 4 at 4 when we continue right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Merritt Garage Doors and Services has been serving the East Tennessee community since 1963. At Merritt, quite simply, the customer comes first. Their door specialists will not try to needlessly upsell you because they are not commission-based like other places. This allows them to focus on your needs and not their pockets. They offer a range of beautiful garage doors in a variety of styles to suit the architecture of your home, and they will supply and install a wide range of garage door openers and accessories to take your garage door to the next level. To request a quote or schedule a service repair call, visit merrittgaragedoor.com.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the drive underway. Fan Run Radio, and the top 4 at 4 is presented by Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer. Come enjoy one with us tomorrow at Ash's Bearded Beer Market, where the Drive broadcasts live 3 to 6 on a Football Friday here on Fan Run Radio. Walker, hit it.
Thank you. At number 1, ESPN announced Candace Parker will be the guest picker for College Game Day on Saturday morning. The pregame show will broadcast live from the lawn in front of Ayers Hall on the Hill on Tennessee's campus.
I feel like you got two choices here. I would have been happy with either one. That's the Queen, Dolly Parton, or our other Queen, Candace Parker. Candace, that makes total sense.
I know who I would have picked.
Who would you have picked?
Go. The King. Tony V.
I
thought they were going to go there.
I had 2 predictions. I kind of got it right. I had Candace or Tony V.
Vitello would be so good on there.
He would be really good. He's just good on TV in general.
Is Candace still is she still playing?
No, she was.
Does she still move
media.
the needle? Like, is she still a big star?
Yeah, she's at least
all over March Madness.
I mean, I know Tony is not. I know college baseball is still niche for most of the country, but I just he's so good on everything that he does. I feel like that's what I would have done. I love Candace. I'm sure she'll do great as well.
Imagine Tony and McAfee going back and
would
forth.
Be fun.
That's something bad could happen. Candace is all over podcasts.
Yeah.
And she's really plugged into
and she's got
the
this
younger generation.
She's a high-ranking executive with Adidas too. I'm telling you, the university probably. I can picture the university whispering into ESPN's ear, like,
I'm sure there was a little something there.
Kind of good to get her up here.
Yeah. At number 2, former Tennessee basketball guard Jordan Gainey has signed to play professional basketball in Croatia. KK Kedavita Jr. announced the signing of Gainey on social media.
He didn't make KK Kedavita Sr.?
No.
Oh. It's too bad.
The club is based out of Zagreb, Croatia, and plays in the Croatian HT Premier League.
Now, will he cross paths with Buros Plosevic?
Not quite sure. Is that where he's playing?
I'm sure there are a lot of SEC players all over, though, guys that he knows and played with. It'll be a weird experience, though, to go live in Zagreb, Croatia.
Heard it's a beautiful. Pretty sure it's a beautiful country.
Beautiful.
One of the most beautiful countries.
I wonder if some of those guys
yeah.
roommate up, like guys that played in the SEC.
Not war torn?
No,
not anymore.
It's a beautiful country.
Croatia's that's become a very popular vacation.
Really, a posh spot.
Was King's Landing not? It was one of those countries. It may have been Croatian.
I think I'd heard they split time. They shot in Croatia and they also shot some in Ireland.
But yeah, the shots where the Dragons overflying that's Croatia.
Right? Maybe we go field trip, the drive, live from Croatia.
You like the beach? Beautiful beaches.
Is it coastal?
Yeah.
Yes. Have you been there?
No, but I have friends that traveled there and met them while I was over there last summer. It's a place that I really want to go. It's Croatia. It's one of the most, that whole area of Europe, so pretty.
It'd be kind of further down my list, but you guys are selling me. Sounds good.
It's worth it.
One of the sneaky great countries in Eastern Europe is Poland. Poland's fantastic.
The Sudetenland is wonderful this time of year.
At number 3, 13 men's college basketball players from 6 schools were involved in gambling schemes, including point shaving and game manipulation, the NCAA announced on Thursday. Players formerly associated with Eastern Michigan, Temple, Arizona State, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, and Mississippi Valley State are under investigation for gambling violations, which declined to name the athletes until the infractions process has concluded. None of the players are currently enrolled at schools where the infractions occurred.
I wondered if because this to me is like a humongous story, that we've got this kind of investigation going on in college athletics, but didn't seem to really ping or blow up big. I don't know. Maybe it's not that big of a story.
Kind of makes me think how many of these smaller time cases the NCAA and schools deal with on a yearly basis. I feel like it's a lot more than we'd be led to believe.
The ones we don't hear about.
Yeah.
Didn't take long for a gambling scandal to occur in college athletics from the time that gambling legalization has been normalized, which I would say the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at number 4, the NFL kicks off week 2 with a heavyweight matchup on Thursday Night Football. Micah Parsons and the Packers play host to Jaden Daniels and the Commanders in Lambeau Field at 8:15 p.m.
Russ's Redskins.
The game will be streaming on Amazon Prime, and the Packers are 3.5-point favorites.
Is it the Packers,
all
the ceiling with Jordan Love and
High.
LaFleur, it's high?
It's high.
Think so. Super Bowl high?
Super Bowl high. Matt LaFleur is...
Are you high?
No, but I know Matt LaFleur is one of the best coaches in the NFL. Jordan Love was hurt a lot of last year, and they just got the best defensive player in football.
Seems like Jordan Love is hurt a lot.
I mean, he got hurt playing in the first Brazil game last year when the turf kind of messed him up, and then I think he was just never right the rest of the year. And now I think he looks great, and with Matthew Golden on there, Golden looks really good. Packers, one of the best teams in the league, at least on paper right now. And the Commanders, you got Jaden Daniels. That's awesome.
Are they a one-man team, though?
Jaden Daniels? Nah, Terry McLaurin's really good.
You got Debo now.
Debo's really good.
I noticed Debo, he scored a touchdown in their first game on a little end around, and he dropped all that weight quick.
Yeah.
He looks much better in a hurry. Like, did you guys see him in the summer?
He did the James Harden.
Whatever he did, I don't know if they hit him up with the Ozempic or what, but it worked because he did not look like a football player this summer, and he looked very good on Sunday.
No, it was absolute textbook NBA superstar trying to get out of a situation they don't want to be in. Guy gains a little weight, looks out of shape, is like, please trade me. I'm out of shape.
Personal
I'm not a
appearance
player.
is not show fodder, but he looked like he's about to start knocking lamps off the table walking around the house. I mean, good grief.
There. And then he magically loses.
Dude's ass was so big it needed its own zip code.
Ew. Feels a little personal.
I'm sorry. Is that over the line?
Nah.
A little out of order yourself.
It's close to it.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by our friends at Garage Beer. I love Garage Beer. Had a couple last night. Gonna have a couple tomorrow. Hell, might have a couple tonight as well. 100% beer-flavored beer, American-owned, Tennessee brewed. Coming out and enjoy one with us tomorrow. We got them at $2.50 a pint tomorrow at Ash's Bearded Beer Market. They have that deal going on every game day throughout the fall. And we're giving away a Garage Beer prize pack. We're going to have some pint glasses in there, that really cool tailgate chair that we've been telling you about. I'll tweet out a picture of that later. So come by, get registered for that prize pack. Got to be 21 to register to win that. And you'll have your chance to get a 12-pack to go of Garage Beer. Really want to show these guys some love. They've really stepped up to support the brand and all things Fan Run this fall. So if you hear me talking, maybe you never had it. Maybe if you had it, you liked it, and you're going to want to come get some. If you haven't had it, come try some. Get a 12-pack to go. It's $16 for the 12-pack. We'll have a QR code that you can scan, and after you buy it, Garage Beer will send you $4 back, so it's basically $12 for the 12-pack, $1 a beer. You cannot beat it. Come see us tomorrow. Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by our friends at Garage Beer.
They have a lime version. Have you seen that?
They do. Thank you for bringing that up, because I never mentioned that, and my wife really likes the lime version. I know Boss Man Ryan really likes the lime version, and I've had it too.
I have not. I just saw it in the store today.
We've got some in the fridge. You want one?
Yeah, well, maybe after
you
work.
Want one? After work?
After we're off the clock.
How about 5 o'clock?
Yeah. Well, no.
No?
Show goes.
I've had 2 already. It's my first third Garage Beer of the day.
Hey, real quick on the live chat, you guys were talking about how we feel Tennessee, Georgia's beneath Tennessee. Somebody begs to differ. Jaywalk says UGA leads the all-time series 29-23 with 2 ties, including 13 out of the last 15. And you say UGA is way beneath Tennessee LMAO.
No, I mean, I understand that. I'm aware that they've passed us here recently. I'm just talking about for my experience growing up as a kid in the, like, I don't care what happened in the sepia toned leather helmet, like plastic face mask days, like that's cool. Like, but we absolutely owned Georgia when I was younger growing up. Mark Richt kind of evened things, like, and it was even from about 2001 when they finally broke the streak to, I guess 2016, the Dobbs-Nail boot game. Like they've owned it. Like after if they've won 8 in a row and it's what 28-23.
Yeah, 29-23.
29-23. So it was 23-21 in our favor after the Dobbs-Nail boot game. And for in my lifetime, that was probably like a 70% win percentage. So I'm just talking about my personal experience. I understand that it's flipped, but it'll flip again.
Can you type in there in that thing? I mean, I go to hell. I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Or you could just tell the guy to go to hell. 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in this afternoon. 966-3435. We are breaking things down here beyond levels scientific. It is Fan Run Radio. It is The Drive. Derek says, definitely do not rush the field if we win. In the 90s, when I moved here, I never understood why Georgia fans drove all the way up here just to have their asses handed to them year after year.
Especially like once the mid-90s hit, like we were chewing them up and spitting them out on the reg. And we ran for what? How many yards did we run for the Jamal Lewis game overall? I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Brad LaFollette says Jimmy Cheek should have been the guest picker. Hey-oh.
Wait a minute. Jimmy Cheek. Brandon is next on The Drive. Good afternoon, Brandon.
Man, that couldn't have been a better segue to Jake or Josh or whoever that was on the chat. Let me tell you something. Congratulations that y'all have taken the series lead. We've been playing football for like 135 years, and we've had the darkest days the last 10 or 15 out of all of those, and y'all have had your best. So I don't know why you even hate listening to The Drive anyway, but congratulations. The talent gap is closing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it, and it ain't our fault that the resurgence of the Vols doesn't coincide with your timeline down in Georgia, and them guys down there think they're going to come up here and take our lunch money. And you know what? The closer it gets, Russ, earlier in the week I was like, you know what? If we don't win this one, there's still plenty of time. This isn't a must-have. It's an opportunity. Forget that. You got me all stirred up, and the closer it gets to the game, the more fired up I get. And I had points to make, but I am so fired up. My first game was 99. My Sunday school teacher took me in the rain, T. Martin, for ninth year in a row. What? I mean, so very impressionable.
And all we heard that year was
Quincy Carter.
Quincy Carter's going to go crazy on us. This is Georgia's year. They're finally going to take it to us. And they came in here and got slapped around, got slapped.
That's right. And you know what? I happened to be in Jackson last week, and I was looking in my closet, my old closet back at home. I still have a smoky hair Scotch tape to the wall. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Because I went to Vol Wall.
What? You've got a chunk of smoky, whatever that was, hair taped to your wall. You pulled hair off Smokey.
I don't claim to be sane or normal. Okay, I love my Vols. I also have my ticket stub and the John Adams newspaper from the next morning, and the headline was Georgia fixes Tennessee's offense again. And I think something similar is going to happen on Saturday.
How did you acquire Smokey's hair?
Look, this is getting weird, but it was raining,
It's a legitimate
right?
question. Okay, it was raining.
It was easy to get, okay? It was raining, and things worked in my favor. And my Sunday school teacher had a napkin. She put it in her purse, okay? It was weird.
It sounds like it.
It was weird.
Brandon, one of our you don't call it the Daily Show too much. Voluntary reaction, you're a regular fixture on there.
I mean, I thought I was ate up with it. Dude's got a piece of Smokey's hair taped to his wall.
I mean, how big a ball of hair is this?
I didn't call in to make this the
Yeah, but here we are. We're asking the questions here, buddy.
One hair, Scotch taped with my ticket stub and a handful of kneeling grass, okay? And I don't even know if you can go down on the field after the game anymore, but Joe McCollum, rest in peace, took me to it my first game and stuck around even in the rain and let me go down there on the field, get some grass. So I had four things: the newspaper article, Smokey's hair, ticket stub, and then a handful of grass. So, but look, anyway, this has been the darkest 15 years in our whole. We've been playing football 130 something years. Congratulations, Georgia. Who hates who more? I think that's the real question. I had no idea the venom, the nastiness those people, the vileness have for us until I moved to Music City, and they're all up here, and I'm telling you, I had no idea, and so it kind of gave me a little insight to. You know what? All y'all were the dirty rebound after we lost to Florida. You know what I mean? So y'all are the late night rebound that we call and just whoop y'all's ass. So I don't want to hear about y'all taking the lead or whatever, because things are changing.
Brandon, thank you. Brandon cut a promo on Georgia, got a little weird, and then he nailed the dismount, I got to say.
Turned it all the way up.
I'm still struggling with a hair.
One hair.
Yeah, how do you get a single hair?
Probably Smokey was walking past a little Brandon, and he reached out and maybe got to pet him. And
petted, and then like looked at his hands like, oh, I got some
Smokey's
Smokey hair here. Save this. It's going on the wall.
Yeah.
Better than him just ripping a piece of its like skin, to get like a clump of the hair or something. That was what I was worried about. I was like, what do you?
Yeah.
He needs to, we're Thursday. Where do you gauge? Is he at an unhealthy level of Valled up yet, or is he just about right?
I'd say he's hitting all the right notes so far.
I mean,
he is a trained musician, after all.
We are less than 48 hours from
That's
this
an
happening.
unhealthy.
You could hear it in
level of
Phil's
Valled up.
call. The
Oh, yeah.
anxiety's ratcheting up now.
Yeah.
What's an unhealthy level of Valled up?
Yeah, what's a line to unhealthy level of Valled up?
Being in one of those mugshot magazines, the Weigels, I would imagine that's too Valled up to do anything like that. Get arrested or thrown out before the game starts.
Well, yeah, obviously, if you
What do you think,
commit a crime,
Bob? What's the line if you had to draw it? Is anybody here at the station too Valled up right now?
No, not here. I would say anytime. I had a friend who would do I could see the correlation. Here's what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Purdue basketball, he would get so wound up. He'd be watching the game, and if things weren't going well, his wife would come in and be like, do you need anything? He'd be like, get out. Just get out. It was like when you start like hitting kind of treacherous terrain with your wife,
it affects family relationships.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Well,
I could see some ball fans doing that.
It's two different things. Like, to me, too Valled up could be the guy in the orange and white checkerboard overalls, face painted with the orange frizzy haired wig that's not the right color. Our buddy HK was known for he get too Valled up.
No, I empathize with your friend because and I try not to be mean to loved ones, but I absolutely do not like being around people who aren't into the game on a big game day. Like if it's tomorrow and like my wife or kids are like buzzing around, it's like, no, y'all got to go.
Yeah,
y'all got. I will be with you later, but this is.
You got to lock
something
in.
big is happening right now, and you are a distraction.
Yeah,
you have to go. And then when I hate myself, because I think we're all guilty of being a little too Valled up at times, but like after a bad loss, when it ruins your next day, and it's like Sunday, and the wife and kids are like, "Hey, can we go to the park?" And you're like, I think I don't know if we've all been there. I've been there.
I've been there.
And I have to usually I'm able to pick myself through. I'm not happy about it, but I push those feelings down, but they're definitely there.
I don't know. The Butch or from Kiffin to Dooley to Butch to Cornbread.
Butch Jones is ass.
At some point along the way, I lost that. That feeling when we'd lose a big game on the Sunday. I don't know.
No, I think I knew I had it when we lost to South Carolina, and I didn't leave my apartment for 36 hours in 22. That was bad. We had a bunch of people over for when that game was going on. Me and my roommate.
You were just in your room listening to Simon and Garfunkel on repeat.
9 Inch Nails.
No, me and my I had two roommates. Me and one other roommate were big Vols fans. We had people over to watch a different event, like it was a wrestling event or something.
Oh no!
And on the side TV, we had the South Carolina game.
No!
And me and my friend Harris are just sitting there dying.
While everybody else is having a good time.
Everyone's having a great time.
See,
We're
that's
sitting
why
on the couch.
I can't do that. The Vol game has to be
I learned
the
my
center
lesson.
of
That's why we'll never forget Cottgate.
That was a lesson learned.
How about our own guy Sam? We had the watch party a couple of weeks ago, and we were like, "Where's Sam?" And I talked to Sam. He goes, "Man, I don't do good at those. I need to be like by myself watching the game."
I don't either.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah.
Quick timeout. 865-966-3435. Some questions for the audience this afternoon. How Volled up is too Volled up? And where are you at on this Thursday afternoon? 865-966-3435. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Good afternoon. Starting to build pretty good through downtown. More volume here on 40 westbound at 17th Street. A little bit stall earlier on 75 north of town up through Anderson County. Moving a little bit better up through there, but just watch for THB up into Anderson throughout.
DR Vol is next. Afternoon, DR.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm a little on edge, to say the least. You're talking about too balled up. Two stories come to mind for me. One was when my daughter was born. It was August 31st, 2012. It was the NC State kickoff game when we would see Cordell Patterson play for the first time, and the OBGYN promised me they were going to induce her mom that day. Promised me she'd be born that morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. She lasted during the freaking game, and at halftime, he comes in and goes, all right, I think it's time. And I worked at the hospital that my daughter was born. I said, well, I hope that you're better at delivering babies than telling the truth. We got 15 minutes. And my daughter was welcome to Bob Kessling was in the OR room. We had him on listening to the game, and that's how she came into the world.
True ball fan.
That's pretty balled up.
That's
pretty balled up. Did you so like, for the first half when your wife is just there waiting, are you watching it?
Well, I think I screamed louder than she did. Cordell Patterson just running all over NC State's defense. It was incredible.
I mean, it was very traumatic for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was stressed out. I can't imagine how she felt.
You're like the guy that sticks his head in the alligator's or crocodile's mouth for kicks.
Yeah.
Both my kids were born during the fall, and I remember watching football and soccer and stuff in the hospital while that was, I mean, not during labor, but like, we were there. The first one, we were there for like a day before, waiting, kind of like you're describing. And then, you're always there for a day or two after. So like you get comfortable. There's a nice TV in there. I'm not just going to sit there and listen to whatever's going on, right? I'm going to watch a little ball.
Yeah, that's
Work
her problem,
don't stop.
not mine. Yeah. Ironically, when I divorced my daughter's mom, I went and celebrated by watching Tennessee blow the game against Oklahoma in 2015.
I wonder if that's coincidence or not. No, that's you got to have those core memories, DR. It sounds like you've got a couple.
Yeah, got a couple for sure. Now, Russ, go back. Garage Beer, did you say $16 for a 12-pack? That's pretty cheap. Are you sure that's right?
$16 for a 12-pack, and you get a $4 rebate if you scan our QR code at Ash's Beard and Beer Market tomorrow.
God, that's cheaper because I don't know if people know this. The Buc-ee's in Crossville sells Garage Beer, and that's cheaper than Buc-ee's. So you're doing something good if you're cheaper than Buc-ee's.
Hashtag cheaper than Buc-ee's. We might have just stumbled onto a new tagline for Garage Beer.
Well, guys, I know me and my wife, we plan on seeing y'all tomorrow afternoon. I am on edge. I don't know if I'll sleep tonight. We've got to pull this out. Got to. I want it to be dangerous, more than borderline dangerous. Like, I think of the 2013 South Carolina game where we won where Worley threw up that lame duck pass. And I think Ole Miss in 21 and Oklahoma 15, and only one of those we won. So we've got to pull this out. But I think of how dangerous those environments were. We need that for this one.
I mean, it's got to be an all-time loud, kneeling game Saturday. I don't think that's going to be any problem. I think our fans are going to be up for it.
No, not at all. Well, guys, I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow. Now, Bear, is it okay if my wife eats Cracker Barrel before we came? Because I know you tried to cancel them again the other day, and I'll hang up and listen.
I mean, you can eat whatever you want. Cracker Barrel's.
Did you just take a cheap shot at me?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Glad to know you're listening.
I was actually looking there. We've got a technical issue I was working on over here. So I hate that I missed it. I'm sure it was, what did he say?
You said you tried to cancel Cracker Barrel.
All right, it's time for the Rocky Top Report. It's brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group.
It's time for the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by the Kregner Group.
We had the first injury report of the season released. Remember, we do these for just the SEC games, not all games. They should do them for all games, right? What's
Isn't that coming?
Hold up.
Isn't it coming for all games?
I thought so, but I mean, we did this last year, and we're doing it again this year. Why not just do it all the time? You don't want to give the head coach at UT Martin any sort of
I think
advantage.
Any Power 4 game, it ought to be mandatory.
Jermod McCoy, Ricky Gibson, David Hobbs already ruled out. I mean, those are three. I would even consider Hobbs a starter, even if he was because he was going to be he was going to be in that rotation with Moy and Eason. So that's a big group. Sanders is questionable. Jackson Moy questionable. Tyree Weathersby questionable, as is running back Hunter Barnes. I don't think we've talked enough about Hunter Barnes' availability.
I didn't know who that is. I do know that according to the internet, I saw it on the intranet, Russ, Jackson Moy posted a picture of himself today, social media.
I saw you send me that.
I have no idea what it means.
Is that news? He posted a picture of himself.
I don't know if that means I'm gonna play tomorrow, or
you know what I think it means.
He likes that picture of himself.
I think he means he posted a picture of himself to social media, which is what people do.
Is this too vaulted up?
That's you're a little too vaulted up right now, bud.
It's just a picture of him in action on the field.
Yeah, and you realize how much we really could use him come Saturday for that game. It's an imposing figure.
Indeed he is. As Walker mentioned, Candace Parker, the celebrity picker, tomorrow on ESPN Game Day. The uniform announcement today, people wondering, are they going to break out something special?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Going traditional, orange jersey, white pants.
Yep.
We did the Smoky Grays against Georgia a bunch, didn't we? Back in the Butch years, I felt like.
Yeah, we did during the Butch years, and then, as I said last hour, we went dark mode against them in the first year of Heupel, and I've heard that like this is Danny White's thing is like he wants in these big marquee games at home for us to be in our traditional uniform, which I really like.
Like the big national TV slots.
That's our brand. We're playing Georgia, Alabama, Florida at home. We need to be wearing our uniform. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, like this Mississippi State going in all black last weekend. It's like
they're having the whiteout when we go down there here in a couple.
It worked.
Did work.
Hashtag pray for Walker.
Yep. Thank you for your prayers and thoughts. I'll take them both.
Let's hear from a couple of Vols. Let's see how Volled up we can get here on the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by the Kregner Group. Let's hear from Arian Carter first, Tennessee junior linebacker, and really becoming one of the team leaders. Josh Heupel calls him the alpha, along with T-Lander on the defense. Here is Carter talking about what this weekend means and what it's going to be like to play in front of a sold-out Neyland Stadium crowd.
I feel like just like everybody just has to raise their level of play. It really is not a rise to the occasion type of deal. It's really just fall back on your level of training and what you've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Every opponent is nameless and faceless, in my opinion. I feel like you have to be able to go in, especially in the SEC, with the same mentality. Playing every team in the SEC, it's always a good one. It's always a great challenge playing in the SEC, and that's why you come to Tennessee for games like this and just playing in games. And opponents like that with such great skill and blue-collarness, one of the blue-collar teams in this league, and, it's just going to be a great matchup for us this week.
Chance for young Arian Carter to really see his star shine a little bit. I mean, we talk about our defense against their offense. 3 sacks in these last 4 games, none last year. Got to get Gunnar Stockton on the ground. You've got to get some pressure on him.
Yeah, we got to make him uncomfortable.
Can't let him just sit back there and pick us apart.
Mm-hmm. It's what CG was saying, and he wants it to happen. Like, his point was, I kind of agree with it. Like, we need to make him feel the Vols in the first quarter. Like, he needs to either take a couple hits or get sacked on those first couple drives.
Yeah, you don't want him
to set the tone.
Yeah, you don't want him getting any kind of rhythm. You want to disrupt that.
I'm skeptical about our ability to get home with just 4. I mean, we're going to have to blitz, and I'm not one of these bring the house every play. Like, it's not 1998 anymore. Like, you can't just line up and put your corners on an island and bring the house every time. You got to mix it up. You got to play coverage when they're expecting pressure and vice versa, and mess with them. There's a cat and mouse thing here, but when you do bring pressure, like, I think it's going to fall on Carter and Spillman and some of these other guys. Maybe maybe you get creative. Maybe it's Boo Carter on a defensive back blitz. We've seen that from Tim Banks as well. So that's got to be a part of it. Offensively, the 3-headed monster of Deshaun Bishop, Star Thomas, and Peyton Lewis will be back at it. And it's been Star Thomas who's gotten the most carries so far this season in both games. Is that Tennessee just knowing what they have in Bishop and Lewis and wanting to get Thomas acclimated, or is this a sign that Star Thomas is moving to the top of Darrell Sims's depth chart? Here's the transfer from Duke talking about his first couple of games in Knoxville and what it means to be playing in a big SEC matchup like this.
I'm very excited, just really getting in there, especially this week right here, seeing how everybody going to come out and how the game going to come from the start to the. I mean, I watched Georgia game when Jalen Wright scored the first touchdown, how I was rocking in here then. Just ready to get in there and feel that energy all over.
Star, you've been through JUCO and 2 FBS programs. How has that journey kind of prepared you to play for a program like Tennessee?
I mean, going JUCO, prepared me a lot, prepared me to, stay patient, wait your time, don't overreact to certain things, try to treat everything day by day, and just don't try to get too carry over about certain things, and let it come to you. and good things seem to happen.
What is it about Joey Aguilar that you think the offense will maintain its composure in a big game like this?
Joey composure himself. Like, you never see him too routed up. You never see him like overthinking things. Like, he always calm. And when you got a quarterback like that, it's destined like for everybody around him to be the same way.
Star Thomas talked about Joey Aguilar's calming influence on the rest of the offense. That's pretty interesting.
I like everything about Star Thomas. I do.
You know what? It feels. It just feels like Josh Heupel. He knows the type of personalities that work well, and especially after what happened with Nico and everything last year, like he knows that he works with humble guys, and that just feels like he's now more narrowed in on those types of stuff in the transfer portal, especially. Like he wants guys from humble.
I mean, does he? Because he's brought in a bunch of these guys. Some of the guys that he's had, I guess, locker room issues, or some of these guys are his guys.
Like who?
Was Jeremy Banks not his guy, or was that
that was a Pruitt guy?
Pruitt guy.
Do you remember Pruitt telling the officer to do his civic duty?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Cornbread
duty.
Cornbread.
I don't know. I don't think humble plays into it with Heupel. Is this kid going to help me win games?
I think he has a type that he's starting to.
I think he's learning it. Like I think there is a lesson to be learned here from the whole Nico thing, and it's not even piling on Nico. I mean, obviously, there's a lot going on there. The people around his periphery, but I mean, Aguilar and Hooker seem to have a lot of in common, just from the humble backgrounds and the happy to be here and truly wanting to prove themselves worthy of the opportunity, as opposed to vice versa.
Milton was like that in a way. Kind of.
That's why I was saying that about Star. Between him and Joey, it feels like these guys, they've been here a short amount of time, but they're more leaders than Nico ever was after being around for quite a while.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree.
I mean, they just assume the mantle. I got to believe Josh loves that too. You know, like you said, there's some humility there, but they've done it before. I just think they set the tone more so than nothing against Brazel. He came in, you don't ever hear anything from Chris Brazel.
Was Nico was he just, and I'm not knocking the kid. Some guys just aren't. He just, looking back on it, doesn't seem like he was much of a vocal leader or
yeah, he's chill, man. That's him.
Kid that, guys would go,
That's tough though, man. If you're going to be quarterback, that's like, what was it? And Remember the Titans, Sunshine? Wasn't that the quarterback character? I mean, it's like in real life,
got to be a leader, man.
You do. You are the face of the team.
That is the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. Big time in the local real estate market, home selling for big time prices. And it's all about finding that right price when you list your home. If you are thinking about listing this year or even next year, oftentimes there's a lot of work that goes into it beforehand. And you think you're going to sell your house. Maybe you got to get the landscapers over. Maybe you got to get a new coat of paint, new roof, something to make it more attractive to prospective buyers. It all starts with a phone call, Bo Kregner, and he'll tell you exactly, as a guy that sells a lot of houses and knows what matters and what doesn't, you're going to want to talk to a trusted real estate professional like Bo Kregner before you even list your house, because you can waste a lot of money spending money on fixing things up that in the end aren't even going to be really attractive, and then you don't spend your money on the things that would have helped elevate that sell price. Bo Kregner can walk you through it, tell you what you need to do to get it listed, to get it sold, so you can move on. Call Bo today for a free consultation. Tell him I sent you. His number is 865-742-1035. That's 742-1035. You can check him out online at BoKnowsHouses.com. That's Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. They do real estate the right way. Coming up, we'll get back to the phones. 865-966-3435. Your phone number to call or text the show, 966-3435. Stay with us.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Central wide receiver Javastin Badgett. Badgett helped lead the Bobcats to a 29-21 win over West last week. Badgett had an eye-popping 12 catches for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns as Central improved to 2-1 on the season. Javastin Badgett of Central High School, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated, they can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Good afternoon. More traffic through Anderson County. Had some problems up around the Rocky Top exit. A little extra time. Again, watch for radar for sure on 75 through parts of Anderson, headed up into Campbell County. If your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
4 people have been arrested in connection to the shooting of Florida State linebacker Ethan Pritchard. Florida Department of Law Enforcement Commissioner Mark Glass said today. Glass said Pritchard was, quote, not doing anything wrong when he was ambushed outside an apartment last month. He added that Pritchard was dropping off family members, an aunt, and a child when he was shot in the back of the head.
Whoa.
6'2", 224-pound freshman from Sanford, Florida, remains in critical but stable condition at Tallahassee Memorial Hospital. He was shot August 31st while inside a vehicle outside apartments in Havana. Said they believe his shooting was a case of mistaken identity.
I mean, it's just
about being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
So he got shot in the head. He's still in critical condition.
Yeah, 3 people, right? 3 people and an unnamed minor have been arrested in connection with the shooting, charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of shooting inside an occupied vehicle. Just a bad situation there. He didn't play. It was the day of the win over Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't play in the game. He's a freshman, I guess. Maybe he's coming up, but I mean, man, what a tragic situation that is for a football team to have to deal with behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Prayers go out to that kid and his family. I hope he makes a full recovery.
Yeah, 100%. I'm glad they were able to catch someone for it and hopefully charge someone for it.
The NFL is investigating recent accusations of domestic violence involving Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Hill's estranged wife, Keita Vaccaro, alleged 8 separate incidents of domestic violence in filings related to the couple's divorce case. NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy said yesterday that it is, quote, standard policy for the league to review a matter such as this. Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel told reporters yesterday that the organization has been in communication with the NFL and will let the process play out. Tyreek vehemently denies the accusations, and in a statement through his attorney, he said that it's part of a shakedown and an attempt to generate bad media coverage for the 5-time All-Pro.
He's a multiple-time something else, too. I mean, I know this is his wife, but doesn't he have, like, baby mamas all over the place?
A lot of baby mamas, a lot of baby mama drama. That's why he was kicked out of Oklahoma State and went to a JUCO, and then I think he had multiple incidents in college. He's had multiple incidents. And there's a lot of, listen, he'll have his day in court. We'll see, but there's a lot of smoke.
There's video of him.
Tyreek Hill is not exactly a very good person, to put it mildly. Serial domestic abuser.
Yeah. Not the best guy, to say the least.
Boy, he's fast, though.
Really fast.
If you ran a 5.5 40, he's probably doing, 10 to 15 in prison by now for all,
Yeah.
If he was found guilty of all the stuff he's been accused of over the years.
And finally, go out to Oregon. The Hoodoo ski area in Oregon is being sued for $4.6 million after a 4-year-old Eugene, Oregon girl was injured in a March incident at the resort's terrain park. Lawsuit blames the Santayam Pass Resort for removing safety ropes, which it said resulted in an adult skier going off a jump and landing on the child on March 7th. The child sustained head and orthopedic injuries in addition to a spiral femur fracture, displaced radial fracture, a displaced tibial spine fracture, and a partially torn right ACL.
Oh, my God.
That's horrific, Russ.
So the ropes are down. Some guy goes off the side of a cliff or something and lands on a kid.
Smashes it.
It's not great. Not great.
I mean, I'm no legal expert, but sounds like that family has a pretty good case.
Somebody's getting ready to get paid.
Yeah. That's a slam dunk one for the lawyer.
Skiing is so dangerous, man.
I've never done it. I don't play
Really?
it. No, I've never been skiing.
That's why I used to love skiing when I was young, dumb, and had major medical insurance.
Yeah, as I got older, I was like, I don't think I need to.
After that
Too
Sonny
many
Bono
things.
guy, man, I just decided to steer clear.
It was him and what was her name? Liam Neeson's wife. She was in that.
Yeah,
she's an actress.
Richardson.
Natasha. Michael Schumacher. There's all kinds of famous people have been.
Oh, yeah. That's how Schumacher.
Liam's moved on to Pamela Anderson.
I saw that.
I thought I read something that they were actually not dating, and that they basically both admitted that was kind of a publicity stunt to drum up interest in the movie.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He was very. He seemed very smitten.
I mean, so was I with her when I was about 14. Spent a lot of time watching Baywatch, Bobby. Let me tell you.
Most Americans were.
See
That
Miss
was all
Pam
publicity
bouncing
stunt.
on down that beach.
He is quite a bit older than her.
I'm quite a bit younger than her. The fascination has ebbed, shall we say. Folks, that is the docket. Is brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. They're here to help you through whatever legal issues you may be facing. Jerry specializes in bankruptcy and divorce. He also does personal injury if you are going through a hard time in life, you've been thrown a curveball and you need legal help, somebody to help you work through these problems and recover, call my friend Jerry Givens at 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free. The advice is free. So what do you have to lose? Give him a call for a free, no obligation consultation, 865-801-9250. His website is jrglawtn.com. That's the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on. One more time, that website for Jerry, jrglawtn.com. Wrapping up hour number 2 of the show, getting ready for a humdinger of a third hour. Our old pal Tony Basilio, new midday host here on Fan Run Radio, is going to join the festivities here in about half an hour. So stay tuned for that. We're making Tony B work a little overtime here this afternoon on Fan Run Radio. Tired of him just leeching off the hard work of the rest of us.
It's a bum.
Get in here and get on the drive and spit a few more hot takes. Let's get Roberto in here next. Roberto, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
Hey guys, you piqued my interest with the docket there. As a victim of a skiing accident where a guy slid into me, broke my fibular head, and then I slammed into a tree and broke us.
That's dangerous, man.
It is dangerous.
Dangerous out on those slopes.
Can't wait to go again this season, though. You got to get back out there. But it's funny, when I was a kid, like back in the day, like if you got hit by somebody else on the slopes, you just like had to deal with it. Couldn't sue them. So in this, who is Gwyneth Paltrow? Remember, she got sued big time by a guy.
Yeah,
but
the only reason he lost, he lost the case, right?
Yeah, he lost. She won.
Yeah, the only reason he lost is because he was outside the statute of limitations, I believe. Nowadays, you can win that, dude. If you go out west and ski, or you go up north and ski, I go to Vermont almost every year. There are signs like ambulance chaser signs for car wrecks. They do the same thing with ski.
Well, if you don't pizza face, you're gonna have a bad time. South Park reference there. Did we lose Roberto?
I think we did.
No, I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Sorry, Bet.
Lost for a second.
No, I'm here. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can tell you the other side of it, and that is if you go down and you're on the ski patrol sled and you're dog cussing the guy and he runs to his car to make sure he doesn't get caught. Highly recommend playing it cool until the bottom and make sure they get their name and number.
Well, there's a difference between that and like if a company is negligent, as in this story, and they can prove that they took down some safety ropes or something, and a guy ends up going off a cliff and landing on a girl, then I mean, it seems to me that they have a pretty decent case.
Out west, it's not the same as over here. They don't have to have safety ropes. All they have to have is a demarc, like at the top of a run. Hey, XYZ thing on this run, it's very the peril is high on this. And it said it was in a terrain park. The thing is, in a terrain park, if they have a sign that basically says this is terrain park, all bets are off. Like they're not. I would love to see what happens in that case, guys, because I don't think they're going to win. I feel bad for them, and it's awful what happened to that child, but I don't think they're going to win. With that said, guys, really looking forward to this weekend. Fired up, focused, prepared. I'm starting to peak, Russ. I'm going to peak about 3:20. Have a good day.
Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate the phone call. Roberto's volled up.
Getting volled up. Not all the way volled up, but he's getting there.
I mean, he's a veteran. You got to train to peak at the right time. You want to peak
True.
at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. You can't peak right now.
We can't peak too early as fans. It's game 3. We got 9 more of these.
Oh, that's
things.
what I was saying earlier. Like, even if we win, this is another reason not to rush the field, right? Is if you win this game, like so many it's a minefield the rest of the way, right?
Yes.
Not just Alabama and Oklahoma and Florida, but Mississippi State all of a sudden looking like a difficult game. I mean, how do you handle success at that point? Because you're going to be in the top 10. Everybody's going to be telling you how great you are. There's going to be a Joey Aguilar like lionizing of him going on that it's hard for these kids to remain humble. We've seen it happen before here.
I don't know. I still think back to that Alabama moment. That was just watching it on TV. That was electric. But you're right. It's a long season. Might feel a little premature.
Hey, I'm not saying don't go crazy if it happens, man. Absolutely. Like,
storm the field.
Yeah, we're going to have a full. Don't storm the field, please.
You're done on this,
We're better,
Walker.
We're better than this. We're better than this, Walker. But go crazy. Have a great time. Just remember, the night is dark and full of terrors. There are 9 games left here, plus postseason, and we're just getting started. Stay with us. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth Only Drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for Fan Run Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Thursday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. Russell, Bob, and Bear cruising with you on a Thursday afternoon edition of the show. And Walker Smith, the Top 5 at 5, presented once again by our friends at Garage Beer, presenting a Football Friday live show tomorrow. The Drive live at Ash's Bearded Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer Company, 3 to 6. Come out and see us. $2.50 Garage Beer pints. Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory t-shirts. It is going to be biblical. Walker.
At number 1, Tennessee's first injury report came out last night for the Georgia game. The report lists David Sanders, Jackson Moy, Tyree Weathersby, and Hunter Barnes as questionable, while Jermod McCoy, Ricky Gibson, and Devin Hobbs were listed as out for Saturday's matchup.
When are we going to see Sanders, man?
I think he's going to play. It seems like he's tracking towards playing this week.
Maybe work him in, give him some work.
We're going to see him this week. I don't know if he starts, but we're going to see him.
I would think that's the play. He's probably going to be on the field, but not like starting or starters minutes or any of that.
Yeah. At number 2, there's some quarterback news across college football today. Kentucky will have a new starting quarterback against Eastern Michigan, as Cutter Boley will start at QB for the Wildcats against the Eagles. Zach Calzada will be out with a shoulder injury. At Wisconsin, starting quarterback Billy Edwards will be out versus Alabama with a sprained knee.
Yeah, the backup has started the past 2 games for the Badgers and has been all right.
They're going to get smoked. I don't think it matters which QB plays, but
is that Danny O'Neal?
I don't know who the back is. Is it O'Neal?
Yeah, I think he transferred in from he was at San Diego State.
Yeah.
I think.
Huh.
He's an indie boy.
Huh. Good to know. Yeah, I don't think it matters in that Alabama game. Kentucky sucks for Calzada, I guess.
Maybe he should just go play somewhere else. That'd
Maybe
be new approach.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only played at 7 different places. Still looking for the right fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, working on it. At number 3, wide receiver and former 5-star Jurian Dickey is no longer a part of Oregon's program. He is transferring to California JUCO Diablo Valley College. Oregon head coach Dan Lanning initially announced he had suspended Dickey from the team on August 12th when Dickey had violated several of Oregon's team rules.
I wonder what those rules were. And this kid's going to pop up. I wonder where he'll pop up at.
Oh, so someone's like, this is going to be a heavy, heavy recruit out of JUCO next year. I mean, he's a 5-star going into a JUCO program for a year.
Right. We got to go ahead and get his phone number.
Kick the tires on him. We like having playmakers.
Everybody loves a good reclamation project.
Yep. Everyone loves a good diva wide receiver.
Now, if it's just like he was cheating on an exam or he got into a fight and cracked some kid's skull or something like as long as it's not like a sexual violence thing or a something truly awful like that, everybody deserves a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last successful reclamation project we had?
Us?
Yeah, I know we've had one because I feel like there was a guy,
Jennings.
But I mean, Brew McCoy kind of had.
He was facing some and it turned out like I think it showed how well he handled
trumped up charges. Probably
Hell
not.
Yeah. I mean, I never got any. I mean, me and you met him.
I feel like there's another guy we had here where I remember saying the phrase, "We haven't heard a peep out of so-and-so since he's been here." People were wondering, should we take a chance on him? And we did, and it was fine.
It wasn't Thornton?
No. I think he had issues.
I'm trying to think. The only guy that I can remember being injury prone is Brew, who we just mentioned. Other than that,
no, we're not talking about injuries.
Well, just reclamation projects.
Yeah, like a guy who had kicked off
yeah.
a team or kicked out of a school or something, and it's like, I don't know, you better be careful taking a chance on him, and it ends up working out just fine.
I don't know. Sadly, it feels like we're on the other end of that stick normally.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, it just goes to show you have to be careful of judging a book by its cover, because I remember like when we did get Brew, maybe it was just me, Bob, but I had the feeling of like, ooh, like, oh man, we're diving into some murky waters here, and it turns out like that was completely just unfounded. Like he was a model citizen.
Yeah,
but for some reason, UCA was still going to suspend him, and they had raked him over the coals. I don't know. Worked out good for us.
At number 4, a couple of injury updates from around the NFL. Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy participated in practice drills after he dislocated his shoulder last week. His status for Sunday's game is questionable. In Tampa Bay, Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs are on track to play for the first time this season on Sunday. Both could return for their matchup this weekend. And finally, the Tennessee Titans will be without starting right tackle J.C. Latham on Sunday's game against the Los Angeles Rams.
The hits just keep on coming.
This will be my first Titans game this week. I'm looking forward to getting to see the boys.
Are you going?
No. I mean, I didn't even get to watch them last week, and then your all's text made it obvious.
Yeah, I'm worried about the
didn't.
Latham injury, man, because he looked rough.
Yeah.
During that game, like he tried to play through it, and you could tell he was not moving well at all. And then Udo replaces him, and it was just a freaking turnstile. Like,
Olay.
It went from bad to really bad. And I mean, Latham, like if that's a hip injury, they said that it was something that had been bothering him in camp, and that's bad news, man. If he's out for an extended period of time.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that bad. But he's a tough guy. Maybe he'll come back sooner. And at number 5, a 27-year-old paraglider named Michael recently faced what would be most people's nightmare while doing any sort of activity in the air. In a viral TikTok video, a large balloon drifted in his path during a motorized paraglider flight, nearly getting caught in his equipment and causing him to crash. Things took a dangerous turn when he tried to catch the balloon with his feet. The string became tangled in his riser's critical suspension lines, leaving him 1,500 feet in the air with balloons stuck in his lines. He told the Post that he's been paragliding for 6 years, but had never experienced anything as wild as that near-death experience.
Paragliding is the one where you're like hanging down horizontally with the big wings above you, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
This wasn't a wingsuit.
I think he's
no,
like.
you're talking about hang gliding.
Yeah.
I think like
paragliding is where you're
driving, aren't you?
No.
So over the boat with the tow rope.
You got it. Parachute is involved, I would imagine, with the para part of it.
I always see these guys.
Deductive reasoning, Bear.
I always see these guys at the beach. I thought this was paragliding. Like they have a little backpack.
That's parasailing, right?
That's parasailing
with an engine.
I think.
Oh no, that's. I think that may be paragliding.
Paragliding is when like you have this car.
Oh, you got the
buggy
fan
looking
on your
thing.
back, like Fan Man.
Yeah, with the fan on the back and the parachute above the vehicle that you fly off.
That was a surreal moment. You remember?
Yes,
Fan
Holyfield,
Man.
Riddick Bowe. I think that looks just incredibly dangerous. There's no way you would get me in a paraglider.
No, you could not pay me.
I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure the views are amazing, but this guy's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
Run into a bunch of balloons. It carried up into the stratosphere.
So this wasn't like a hot air balloon. It was just a bunch of
balloons. No, it was one balloon. One.
What are the odds of you running into one balloon?
Well,
out
here's
of
the
whole
thing.
Damn
Well,
sky?
here's the thing. I don't know if it came through, but like he was trying to like catch it because it was from a birthday party. It was like a 6-year-old's balloon, and he didn't want the like pollution to get out or like the balloon to go pollute somewhere, so he tried to grab it.
Well,
What about those?
boy almost got himself killed, huh?
Yeah, that's not the time to be environmentally conscious. I worry about myself.
Doubt.
Oh, I'm so worried about the seagulls. Precious. I don't want anybody to die. I don't want the turtles. What? Will somebody please think of the turtles?
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 5 at 5, brought to you by our friends at Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer, no gimmicks, just cold beer. I can't wait to crack open another one tonight. It's perfect for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. We'll see if it works against the Bulldogs.
I was very worried where you were headed with the beating thing, but
beating Bama.
No, it's good. It's good.
Get your head out of the gutter, Baskerville. I mean, good grief. I'm just trying to have. I mean, this is a lot. I expect this kind of interrupting the live read behavior from Bear, but from you,
sorry.
Tis. Thought it was okay.
Very sorry.
We'll have some garage beers here after the show. Come by and pick up a 12-pack tomorrow at Ash's Beard and Beer Market during the live show. $16, which is a great deal in itself. You'll get the $4 rebate from Garage Beer if you scan the QR code that we'll have on the poster down there for you.
Yeah, we talked about being balled up and how much is too much. On the text box, Chris from Knoxville says, we were at the hospital during the 2021 SEC tournament game against Florida, and my wife was about to be in labor, and me, that be Chris, and the nurse were glued to the TV and yelling about the Fulkerson knockout.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was trying to remember which one that was. And that was the Oregon State debacle, right?
Oh, that for the Barnes era was rock bottom to me that year.
Well, the year before we weren't going to make the tournament, right?
Right. Yeah. We were like a 500 team, but everybody expected that because everybody left from the 19 team. 2021, you had the 2 5-stars, you had all this other stuff. You get into the tournament, and Oregon State just beat our ass in the first round.
Yeah, they did.
Mean, it wasn't even close. It was horrible. That was a tough
year. A lot of things went wrong that year with the COVID restrictions and Keon and Springer not being able to practice with the team in the off season and all the stuff. I mean, that we're hearing about right now about all these new faces and how good some of the new players have looked here during preseason camp with Jacoby Gillespie and Jalen Carey, Amari Abram, all those guys getting situated with the new team like they didn't get to do that year. Get me kind of fired up for basketball. All that stuff about being in the hospital too, like watching sports while kids are being born, reminds me of my good friend Lynn Hatcher, a.k.a. W. Lynn, who was working in the sports information department, I believe, in 1990. And his daughter was born on the day of the Alabama game, the infamous 9-6 game, and was born during the game, I think, like right at or before the game. And as Lynn tells it, his wife at the baby had been born, delivered, and everything, and things were settling down, and it was halftime, and they were at Fort Sanders up there on the top of the hill.
Wow.
And the wife said, "Why don't you go on down and see if you can catch the second half?"
Nice.
He walked over, which in hindsight, maybe if Lynn had just done the proper thing and stayed there like a dad is supposed to, maybe Greg Burke's kick wouldn't have been blocked and rolled 30 yards the other way, and maybe Philip Doyle wouldn't have broken our hearts that year.
It's a good possibility.
Still, I was 10.
I
was 10. I think I cried.
Did you really?
I was 10 years old.
It meant a lot to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's Alabama. I'd never seen a win over Alabama. I thought we were they lost to Southern Miss that year. I thought that this was finally the year. We had a great team that year, and I thought it was going to happen, and it didn't happen. And I was
roll down Tide,
crestfallen.
That was a Sunday where after that game, I think the whole town woke up feeling kind of mean.
Mm-hmm. Ornery. Coming up, we'll visit with our new midday host, Tony Basilio, here on Fan Run Radio. Talk to him about his thoughts on this game coming up tomorrow. By the way, it's something we have not talked about yet this week. I am glad that the rest of the Major League Baseball world is getting introduced to Drew Gilbert.
Oh,
the Drew Gilbert that the rest of us have been familiar with for about 5 years now.
He's added some new wrinkles.
Everybody's finding out
into his psycho thing. He has people choke him now. So
he's got it doesn't get much bigger these days. We got McAfee hyping him now, saying we got to get him on the show.
Well, they've been on fire since he got called up.
He started out very, very sluggishly at the plate, but I mean that happens. He had to get the reps in, and now he's starting to hit and
seeing the ball.
Yeah,
I mean, talk about a great trade for him, and like how much personality do you have to be able to walk into a big league clubhouse like that? I mean, it's not like he's a rookie that's been in the system for a while, knows the guys from spring training. Like he's been there for a month or two, and already he's the catalyst.
There was one clip they showed, you mentioned the choking thing, but also there was one where he's in the dugout next to, I think, one of the coaches, he's like chewing on their, like the jacket, like his shoulder of his jacket, just like kind of gnawing on it.
The Giants are 2 games out of the wild card with Walker's Reds, so they're in there punching and swinging, but going to have to work Gilbert to catch the mutts, which I'm all in favor of catching the mutts.
Did I see last thing for a break? Strider's. Have you seen his win-loss record? He's like 5-14 now.
Velo, man.
Yeah.
Do you not got it anymore?
No.
No, I mean, the guy's used to throwing 97, 98. Now he's throwing 94, 95. It's a big difference.
Next season's going to be a big year for him to see if this was just like kind of course correction or can he get it back?
Well, keep in mind, he had the brace procedure that A.J. Russell had, right? So he did not have traditional Tommy John surgery, which has like a 16-month recovery period. The one he did had like a 9 to 10-month recovery period, and he came back basically at the start of the season. I don't think he started at the very beginning of the season, but it was shortly thereafter. And he hasn't been able to get his velocity back, and neither really did A.J. Russell. And yeah, I mean, to your point, like, after, will he be able to get back to that point, or is that just a situation where you've had this injury? And he had Tommy John before when he was at Clemson, right?
Right.
So I don't know, man. I hate to think that he might not get it back, not just for the Braves, but because he's a local guy and a fantastic talent.
All that Baskerville influence. I used to help coach him in Little League.
Yeah.
Now look at him.
You're the one who used him up.
Nah, he wasn't pitching at that point. It was like coach pitch. He was a position player then.
Oh, so you were on your knees saying, "All right, Spencer,
not
here
that
it
old.
comes.
Not that
here
old.
it comes."
No, older than that. It was like,
little late, buddy.
Like
little late.
10 or 11 years old. No.
Watch the ball. Watch it all the way in, Spencer.
No, they throw it. It wasn't like, it's not like it was T-ball or something.
That's my favorite age for baseball. Watch it all the way in.
Yeah.
Before it gets all serious and dads get crazy.
I saw it.
Quick timeout. The Drive continues. More Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever they're calling it these days at Fox Sports Knox. Fox Sports Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
It's Tennessee and Georgia, Saturday afternoon in Neyland Stadium, and this week's Fan Run Football Friday live show is at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. Join us for a live broadcast of The Drive, Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market on Kingston Pike in Lions View. We'll have $2.50 pints of Garage Beer and Garage Beer Lime, as well as a QR code that you can scan to get a 12-pack of Garage Beer to go for just $12. Plus, we'll be giving away a Garage Beer prize pack, including a sweet retro tailgate chair, pint glass, hats, t-shirts, koozies, stickers, and more. And we'll have your Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory t-shirts to give away as well. It's The Drive this Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high-speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Good afternoon. Trying to build with more volume out here already on Pellissippi Parkway.
Carpets. Check them out online, BroadwayCarpets.com. Go back and check things out if you missed anything from earlier in the show. We have your replacement on the line here, Bob.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult for you?
I'm going to make my way through this as best I can. It's still a little raw, but he's a good guy. He means well. I'll be okay.
Tony Basilio, heard weekdays 11 to 1 right here on Fan Run Radio, our guest. What up, Tony B?
Boys, life's been good. I love that return music there, and it is good, guys. How much fun is it to be in the place to be this week, guys?
Oh, it's great, man. These are the kind of weeks that make doing what we do the most fun, you know?
I've learned to cherish it because it's all so precious. And, you know, the depressing thing is after Saturday, we're, I guess, a quarter of the way through the college football season already, which is just hard to believe. But, man, I'm savoring every minute. Yes. And nobody lights it up like we do in this town. I mean, this place is lit right now.
People are fired up about it. I'm sure you hear it on your show. We hear it every afternoon. Tony, what have you learned from your guests, your panels this week as it pertains to the matchup with Georgia that you find the most interesting? Stats, stories, anecdotes? What stands out to you in the build-up?
Dubsy, I'm just convinced that we know nothing about the Dogs by what's happened on the field so far. I would love to draw conclusions and tell you that they don't have any playmakers on offense. I don't buy that. I would love to tell you that they're going to struggle to protect their quarterback. I don't know that I buy that. I would love to tell you that they're void of playmakers. This version of the Dogs is void of playmakers. I don't know if I buy that. What I do buy, though, is that you can't replicate what this kid's walking into in Neyland Stadium. We were talking to Aaron Murray today, and he said, man, I remember my first game in Neyland Stadium. He said, and all I know is you cannot prepare for that. He said, because truthfully, so the thing I remember is by the time I got everybody lined up, I would look over and go, okay, now it's time for me to look at their defense. He said, it was so hard to call plays in there. He said, and I expect it to be, sort of equally as loud on Saturday. And one thing about us, we do these big games really well in Neyland Stadium. Like, week in and week out, is it the most loud place in the world? Probably not. But when you get games like this, you get these signature games in that building, that place can really take on a life of its own. And, until we see this kid perform in one of these games, who knows? I mean, he could collapse, even though I do think Gunnar Stockton's a nice player, but it certainly is within the realm of possibility that he could collapse on Saturday. It's certainly the chances are there.
Hey, Tony, I was listening to you a little earlier today, and you brought up a good point, because I think this is how we're approaching it too. And that is, you could almost look like this Saturday's the season opener, right? Mm-hmm. That's how you were approaching it. And I think about that. And I think also that there's part of me that thinks that we've seen this story before. I think someone like Kirby Smart wouldn't have it any other way. If this is a way for him to preach to his guys, like, you guys haven't proven anything this year, and this is where it's got to happen. Do we think that this time around for Josh, that this team's as equipped as it's ever been? At least 22 was a great team, but obviously Georgia was loaded too. This just feels like the opportunity, man.
It really does, Bob. And yet at the same time, I don't know about you guys. I don't want to be hypocritical here, because like a month ago, I didn't pencil in a loss in this game. I penned in a loss. And then the Vols went out and looked so freaking good on offense. They looked so crisp and clean their first two games offensively. It's such a radical departure from what we were expecting, what you would have gotten with Nico. They're back to running their offense. And, Bob, that's the thing to me that's got to make you feel like, hey, you got a puncher's chance here. What we don't know, again, is how is Aguilar going to perform in the moment? I mean, he's got an opportunity here. It's a great story. But is the slipper going to fit? Is it going to fit him? And it's why you play the game. But, man, I'm telling you, the little wrinkles Tennessee's done, the moving the receivers in, attacking the middle of the field, are they going to trust him enough to do those sorts of things in this game with Georgia's defensive firepower, all the new wrinkles, all the different things, all the evolution of the offense? And guys, who would have ever thought their offense would evolve with a guy that was on their campus less than 100 days when they kicked the ball off? I mean, you talk about just a incredible turn of events. I mean, this is a great sports story. If they win Saturday, they will be the absolute cause celeb team of the first 3 weeks of major college football. Can you guys imagine what that's going to feel like if they win Saturday?
Maybe this is just the pessimist in me shining through, but I absolutely want that to happen. But then I'm just thinking, Tony's like, there's 9 games after that. It's just you've got to negotiate the minefield, and any loss after that would feel cataclysmic.
Well, you're right. And the league is such this year that we all have to be honest about this now, okay? Again, I didn't have this loss as I had things pinned in as a loss. I mean, now, I've kind of showing my age here, but today on the air I said, I'm going to take my white out here, and kids are going, what the hell is white out? But I'm going to take my white out and erase right over, and I don't mean what's happening at Penn State this weekend, but I'm back in the column of, hey, the game's in reach, anything can happen. But, if the Vols go out and they play really well and they just lose to a more talented team, which could happen, but they acquit themselves really well, it does set you up for the rest of the year. And then you think, okay, well, in 2 weeks, Tennessee will be in the same spot that Gunnar Stockton was in when they take Aguilar on the road and they play down there at Mississippi State, who should be 4-0 when you play that game. And their season win total was 3.5. I mean, you're going to walk into their building on house money with those crazy people doing the bells. I mean, you're right. Like, say they win, say the Vols win, then they have to handle it well. I mean, that's another kettle of fish.
Well, and Mississippi's
all those distractions,
Yeah, and Mississippi State's the game, Tony, where it's like I had that pinned in as a W before the season, and now it's penciled in.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. And you look around the league this year, I don't love it, but you have to love how tough this league is from top to bottom. Because, look, I grew up in a Penn State family, and those people really think the Big Ten is superior to the SEC. There is no way at the bottom of their league you get the quality of competition you get in this league. In fact, I don't know, like, generally when the haves start playing the have-nots in this league, there are some blowouts. I don't know who's blowing whom out in this league, because these supposedly top-tier teams are always in danger when they walk on the field with these other teams this year. I've never seen anything like it where this league is through 2 weeks.
Hey, Tone, we've been going back and forth on this after what we saw last week, and we tried to qualify it. It was ETSU, but Boo Carter has it, right? He does. I mean, but this is going to be a whole different level of opponent. My question to you is, how much do you want to see him on the field? I mean, do you want to see him on defense as well as the return game, all those things? I mean, do you think that that's a reality in this type of matchup? I think we need him out there.
I mean, you could do that. You could slide him over at the star position where he's at home. The other thing is, Bob, I think about with him is the opportunity for me. If I'm going to make the deal of keeping him on my team after kind of his sort of summer when he had his rumspringa, so to speak, away from the team, I would be really, really tempted to put something in their offensive package this week with him. Run him in motion, flip the ball in his hands, and just see what he can do in the open field. Because you're exactly right. I mean, both him and then the kid from the transfer from Georgia who comes from USC are two like video game football players. They just move in space differently than most guys do. And Carter last week, I mean, the way he lets his blocks set up on those punt returns, his feel for it, I would be inclined to try and get the ball in his hands in creative ways this weekend. And I'm being serious here, but yeah, I would also introduce him defensively, like you're saying, this weekend, because who knows if he gets the ball in his hands on defense, then those offensive guys got to get him on the ground, which would be very difficult to do as well.
Tony Basilio, our guest this afternoon. Tony, last thing for me here. We talk about the build-up to this game. It's going to be so many people here. Everybody's so excited. There's going to be a couple of thousand Georgia fans coming into East Tennessee this weekend to see their team in a venue where they've had a lot of success lately. Just wondering, from your perspective, where does Georgia rank among your most obnoxious opposing fan bases?
Oh, man, they're way up there. And I've got some dear friends that are Georgia fans, that live here. And you just never hear the end of it. Well, you just never hear. The thing I will say about them though is they don't need to constantly. The Alabama people are the ones that constantly need to be petted and treated like yellow Labradors. You have to give them like all this love and affirmation and tell them how great. You really think our team's great? Yeah, I think your team. I think you're enough. It's like, yeah, we think you're pretty good. And the Georgia fans, though, I'm going to hate that we're probably not going to play this series annually. I hate to see this thing go. I probably shouldn't hate to see it go. It sure would be a great thing, though, to defeat them Saturday in what's probably going to be the final annual game played between these two teams, because this has been a really fun, really weird series. You think about it, they've beaten us badly in Neyland Stadium the last couple times out. We play them better on the road. I mean, the whole thing's strange. It's been a weird series.
You got me thinking when you said that. Just think back just a couple years back to the Missouri game, the stand on business game where they just laid us out. And I remember saying, man, we will get them next year at Neyland. And it was like, no, we won't. We're not playing them. And that's the thing, that there's a little bit, not finality, but there's a little bit of kind of a end of the story thing here with Georgia. And man, how satisfying would that be if we take them down?
Oh, and the other side of that too is that Tennessee's got a real opportunity here. I mean, I hate to be the person that says, well, the schedule's easy, but the schedule compared to a lot of teams in the league is pretty easy. This is an opportunity. Then again, I don't know how fair it is to say to a head coach, his quarterback just got here 110 days ago, hey, you got to go make the playoffs. But you win Saturday and you put yourself right in that spot. You lose Saturday and play well, you're still got to be thinking that way. When you see Alabama and you see Florida, the guy at Oklahoma is not going to stand up all year if he runs the way he's running. He's just not going to be healthy. So it's such a great year, guys. I knew this season was going to be fun. I had no idea it would be this much fun. And to be in the middle of this like we are here at the station is just so exciting. And I'm so glad you guys have invited me in here today and invited me on the station as well. This has been so much fun for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, it's great to have you, Tone. Where are you going to be? Fans want to come out and meet you tomorrow. I know you've got a big event down near the stadium. Where can they come see you?
We're going to be breaking it down scientifically down at Calhoun's on the river. The gates down there are going to open like at 10:30, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Those Georgia people will be there. Russell, I'm going to scream at those Georgia people. We're not afraid of you. Nobody's afraid of you. We're not afraid of you. Nobody's afraid. We're just going to
be careful. They'll bark at you. It's weird. It's disturbing.
It is adult males barking at people. It's rather interesting. I guess it's par for the course these days.
They're idiots.
All right, Tony, good stuff, my man. Have a great show tomorrow. We'll be keeping up with you 11 to 1 right here on Fan Run Radio. Tony Basilio.
Love you guys. Thanks, man. Thank you, guys.
Love you too, brother. Tony B checking in, doing his thing. He's had a big week here on Fan Run.
But he makes no apologies at all. He's not afraid to mix it up.
Bob, what will you do if I know how you love dinner? You and the missus are out tomorrow after we get done at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. Maybe you guys decide to go night on the town, get a little bite out to eat a little late dinner or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you see one of those toothless, slack-jawed Georgia fans come up to you, you and the missus, and they get down on all fours and start they're slobbing, spit going everywhere. Just like how do you approach that situation with the missus right there?
Well, hopefully if it's in a restaurant or something, I'd grab some of my food and say, like I would with my dog, like, here you go, throw them some food
Yes,
like in their
you would
mouth.
feed the Georgia fans.
Exactly. I mean, like, you want to act like a dog, I'll treat you like a dog.
Rolled up newspaper, Bob.
Yeah, well, okay, that's one
Swat
way
him
too.
right on the nose.
That's true. I'd do something like toss some food at him. See how that works. Have you seen the commercial? I don't know. I forget what brand it's for, where it's a Georgia grad and he's starting a new job, and he's meeting, and the boss has a Georgia cup, and he's like, okay, an alum, and he starts barking and everything, and she just doesn't respond at all. It was beautiful.
My favorite was the guy they interviewed at Sanford Stadium years ago. Remember, he's like painted all white.
Oh,
and they start talking to him, and he's like in character. He's talking like that, and which is like, it's kind of funny at first, but then the reporter lingers and asks like follow-up questions, and he's got to stay in character, and it just turns really weird and cringy.
It's just the guy who goes, "It's all about the dogs.
It's all about the dogs.
It's all about the dogs."
They're
major
fan base.
David Putty and Devils. Major Putty vibes.
They're incredibly cringy as a fan base. I mean, we sing Rocky Top a lot. We do not act like morons and get down on all fours and bark.
We do act like morons.
They totally
no, we don't.
They totally offset
You're a turncoat.
It's a pretty good school, right? They just totally, that gets obviated by this kind of behavior.
We've got a situation in my family. My little niece has gotten accepted there, and she loved her visit there.
Yeah.
Me and my brother put our foot down and said, absolutely not.
It's a fantastic education.
Yeah, it's a great
fantastic school.
I don't care. She'll bring some Georgia dude home. I don't need any Georgia people marrying into our family.
Crazy Georgia fan? I don't really know what's going on, so why don't you tell me?
This is the dogs! It's the Sandler, baby! This is how we do it for the dogs! Go, Georgia!
Wait, why are you white?
Right now, white base.
White's just the first step.
Base coat. We get a red, and then we get a black going, and that's the dogs. The red and the black. Yeah.
So does the white help it stick better?
Yeah. It really shines when the white is on the base.
That's great.
Red, and then you get the black. And it pops. It pops like Reddy Curry on a tackle.
Is that why you're so excited?
That's why I'm excited. I'm excited because we're gonna see our drink of the dogs come out here. They're gonna rip barriers.
You know what? Did they ever beat Spurs?
Visor's gonna come straight off.
The visor.
Straight off during the kickoff. That's what I'm saying.
Straight off? All the way off.
I'm telling you, the visor is coming off.
Wait, what's this?
What would have been better is if somewhere in the middle he just was like, okay, I gotta go.
Yeah. Gotta go. He's really committed to the character,
How is this
man.
reporter still asking questions?
With a straight face, too. Not
yeah.
laughing. Why are you white?
Does it help it stick better?
What are some of those questions?
You gotta get a white base. You gotta get a white base, then you add the black.
Nut. Those people are
Psycho.
crazy, dude.
Stay with us. The drive continues. The shocking conclusion coming up. Speak now, forever hold your peace. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on board. 966-3435. Back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive. Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Are you tired of trying to squeeze your dental appointments in on your lunch break or before you go to work? Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making going to the dentist easier. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. To take advantage of our new evening hours, make your appointment now at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call us at 865-539-1776. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Good afternoon. It was running a little bit slow as of last check there in Roane County. It's been that way on and off the last couple of days. 40 westbound between the Kingston.
Tomorrow we'll be live down at Ash's Beer to Beer Market presented by Garage Beer, our Football Friday broadcast. Really excited about it and hope you'll come down to the Beer to Beer Market. Is just a fantastic, it's a West Knoxville institution. Just a great hang. If you've never been, if you know, you know.
Beer garden.
Yeah, they've got
Got a
very
courtyard.
laid back vibe to it, and we'll be under the cover there, but there's cornhole and basketball, and
it's got a little bit
golf,
of everything,
board games, and like
So
all
good.
that kind of thing. Yeah,
So great.
It's just 5 minutes from the house for me. It's going to be fabulous. I'll
Great.
see you at 2:59.
I was going to ask you for a ride. If you could come by and pick me up about 2:00, that would be good.
Ooh, wow.
It's over on our end of town. We get a break, Bob.
That's right.
We don't have to
That's right,
brave
Bear.
rush hour traffic
Hell
after
yeah.
the show.
So that's tomorrow. Come on out and see us. Bob, big sports media news. We always come to you. These cross your desk as a former sports or a former television media mogul. Your thoughts on the news that I believe Paramount is close to acquiring Warner Brothers, or is it the other way around? I can never figure out who's bigger anymore.
No, Paramount Skydance reports are coming out. This has been talked about for a while, but it's becoming real now that they're preparing a majority cash bid to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, keep in mind, the person that owns and runs Paramount Skydance is David Ellison. His dad, Larry Ellison, is the richest man in the world now.
Just past Elon.
Yeah, and he just was gifted about 100 billion with a B dollars in stock from Oracle. So
From Oracle?
Yeah.
The bank?
No, the software company.
Oh, okay.
So he will have the money, and I
He
think
was
this
gifted $100 billion.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, it's
a hell of a gift.
Larry's son.
It's a gift you can give somebody $100 billion. Should you even be allowed to do that? That
Well,
seems
he's a family member. I mean, yeah, of course
Okay.
you can. It's good bloodlines, man.
I was gonna say, man,
That's great.
It's
My
like the
dad got me a
Bilderberg
car
Group,
once.
Bob.
Yeah,
that was cool.
What's that?
I don't. $100 billion.
Yes,
it's a gift from his old man.
Like $20 billion wouldn't be enough to like.
Yeah.
Here's $100 billion, son. I love you.
What do we do with them?
So suffice to say,
That's $100 billion.
well, he can go buy a network group and spend probably about 25 billion on that, because that'll be the
25,
valuation.
you said?
Yeah. But just imagine this, because again, I'm all about consolidating and making things easier for the consumer. This would mean CBS and Turner Sports would be together entirely. And think about this. They pretty much touch everything except the NBA now, the NFL. They have the entire NCAA basketball tournament. They have the Major League Baseball playoffs. They have college football. They have some of the college football playoff games. NHL, Champions League, all this stuff. Now they just have to get it to the proper streaming service.
I was going to say, is there? Yeah, are you going to create? ESPN has their new thing they introduced. Fox has their thing. Is there going to be a new sports media app that we download with all the CBS stuff, all the TNT, TBS stuff, all in one location that you go to watch?
You would think that would happen. What they name it, who knows?
Yeah.
It'll be like, everybody's joking, like Paramax HBO Plus, or something just crazy.
Paramax, I like that.
But I do think that now, again, it's the money is still an issue on this in terms of what the consumer has to pay. But I do think this is an effort to simplify things for the consumers. Bear is just holding his head because he doesn't care about this stuff, honestly, because he's a cable guy.
Yes, he is the last one.
Well,
they'll get my Comcast cable from me when they pry that remote from my.
No, I got an email about Peacock.
Yeah,
I've got Peacock. I have it because I'm a big Premier League guy, and that's where all those matches are. I don't watch anything else on it, but it's like a reminder. It's like, yeah, you're about to be charged for this again.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh well, okay. It's just another thing. I'm like, thing that I know I have. I use it, but I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff on there.
Yeah,
that I just don't look at.
Well, I mean, Bob, where I get to with it is, I predicted this would happen when everybody was cutting the cord and all this a la carte stuff. At the end of the day, at some point or another, most people want to sample something off almost every plate, and it was going to end up being just as expensive. I just wanted one bill. I just want one bill, man.
Yeah, I got you. It's going to get harder and harder, though, to find what you want to watch at those places, I think, over time. Not tomorrow, but in the next couple of years, I think.
But you don't have just one bill because, like, do you have Hulu? Do you have Peacock?
Netflix?
Peacock
do you have
comes
Paramount?
with
Do you have HBO?
Yes.
You have all this stuff. It's all on one bill, or there's not all this stuff is on the same.
I'm a special case, though, for real.
Yeah, we know.
I did.
We know, bud.
Stop for a second. No, I mean, I did not have all those things going back. What I've done a really bad job on is canceling them. But I knew that. I mean,
that's how
told
they
me
get
I
you.
was.
That's the thing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not the norm. I was somebody who was quarantined for like an extended period of time. So to me, I got everything. Had Hulu, everything but Disney.
Here's what you got to do on the cancellation. I just did this yesterday with The Athletic. A little pro tip here. I was getting ready to get billed. At least they warned me that they were going to bill me like $72 for a yearly subscription to The Athletic. And I was like, I think I'm done with it then. I'm going to cancel it. I go and I online say, okay, I intend to cancel at the end of this month. And they came back and they said, what if we give it to you for a month for a year for $21.99, like $50 cheaper.
So here's my story on that. And this is so shady, but SiriusXM, I like it. I don't love it. I'd be okay without it, but every now and then I like to listen to the Lithium. I like to listen to some tunes, some
baseball
jams.
Games.
And so like it was like $5 a month. They've got me up to like $8 a month or so. And and they'll give it to you for a year, and then it goes up to $25, which is stupid.
Yeah.
And so the game is you got to call and say you're going to cancel, and they say, well, what if you do it? We made it $8.99 a month, and
you just got to mark your calendar and make sure you.
And so and I did that, and they got me for $20 for a month or two, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to suck it up and do this. And I did it online, the chat thing, and I said, I just want to cancel, and they said, okay, before you cancel, would you consider renewing it $8.99 a month? And I'm like, no, you know what? I think I'm good. I think I'm done here. And I said, nope, just cancel. And they said, okay, but before you go, how about $7.99 a month? And we just went down until I got a price that I was like, well, couldn't say no to. And so and they got me, but like, it's just so like, dude, just give me your lowest price first.
It's just haggling.
Well, I've gotten better. Cody showed me how to shout out to Cody McClure from Talk Sports. He showed me the spot, how to dig down into your settings on your iPhone where you can just cancel everything from there.
Well, I wonder too, like if I kept on going, like how low would I have been able to get
99
before
cents.
They said, yeah, would I've gotten serious for $2 a month?
Yeah.
Probably. All right. Thank you, Walker. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Overtime. Headed your way next. Come out, see us tomorrow at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer Company, right here on Fan Run Radio.
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle